All right. We're back. Good morning from North Caloocan City, where the city meets the province, baby. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Let's chat, baby. Tuesday, September 18th, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. in the Philippines. Come on in. Tell me what's going on where you're at. Oof. Beautiful day here today. Just beautiful day. Oh, I got a thumbs up and it wasn't even from me. Mr. Dennis Brock. Cavite in the chat room. Good morning, sir. How are you? Man, we got a beautiful weather here. How about you? This is the first time that we've seen blue skies in quite a while. It's awesome here today. I should be out making videos, but I'm home alone again, so I'm home alone and plugged in, trying to go live, trying to talk to you guys and see what's going on in your lives. Nothing really new here. Yeah. Oh, good to hear, Dennis. Nice to see you, friend. Thanks for coming in. Always nice to see Mr. Dennis. We are living the same life. He's just been here, 4 more years? 4 years longer than me. But it appears everything that I am experiencing, Dennis has already been through. I get a lot of thumbs up from Dennis. He knows how strange it is to be a foreigner here in this land. He knows how strange it is to be a foreigner in the Philippines, baby, because that's really all you ever will be. Sometimes I feel like I'm a Martian. Clyde Seaside. How are you, brother? My favorite Aussie fan. The weather is awesome, Clyde. It's beautiful. It's sunny. We have blue skies. I should probably be outside making a video, but I've got 3 in the queue. I'm okay. But yeah, maybe later I'll jump on the motorbike and go out and do something. I don't know. It's beautiful out today. We haven't seen blue skies in quite a while. And today it's just, it's like an awesome summer day. How about you, my awesome Aussie friend? What's the weather like where you're at? You're in Adelaide, I believe. I might have to run out, guys, because I'm waiting on the basura. Does anybody know what that is? Basura? Oh, there's only 3 people in here. Never mind. I'm sure you guys both know. I'm sure you guys know what it means when the basura truck comes around to your house. And it's been over a week. They normally come twice a week, and it's been over a week for us, and we are busting at the seams here. So we're praying they come today. Yeah, Clyde. I knew you would know Clyde, and I know Dennis knows because Dennis lives in Cavite. So, yeah, you never know. Well, it's the Philippines, In Southern California, they were always there at Wednesday, 4 p.m. You could almost set your watch by it. It was that good. The trash collection in Southern California. Wednesday at 4 p.m. But here you never have any idea when they're coming. We're talking about basura, Dennis. Yeah, we have the automated trucks too. And Melanie thought that was just the coolest thing. She had never seen anything like that. Because we have the 3 cans, right? We've got the green can. Sorry. We've got the green can for leaves and grass and plants. And then we've got the recycling can and we've got the trash can. So they come by 3 times a day. 3 different trucks come. When Melanie first saw that truck come up with that arm that grabs that can, dumps that trash, she was like, that is amazing. I go, yeah, honey, that's why you give 30% of your money to the government. That's why we have high taxes in the U.S. And of course we pay for trash collection there too. So that it's all a part of it. Basura, Dennis. Never know when they're going to come. You hope like hell you're at home when they do come. Yeah, it was once a week in the U.S. as well, but it was like always at the exact same time. I would pull up to my garage coming home from work on my motorcycle, and as I was putting rolling my motorcycle into the garage, every Wednesday, I swear the guy would show up. It was amazing. That guy, he had his route down because it was the same time every single week. We have 3. Clyde says we have 3, but recycle and green only. Once a fortnight each. Trash is every week. Okay, you have 3, but recycle and green are only... The recycle can and the green can are once a fortnight. Mercury 3. Welcome to the chat, brother. My Michigan always got my back, brother. Merc 3. Clyde, trash is once a week, but green and recycle are once a fortnight. What is a fortnight? Is that also once a week, or is that just a fancy way of saying once a week? 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks for the recycle and the green. Oh. So I would imagine that your recycle can, I can't speak for everybody, but in the U.S., when Melanie and I were in the U.S., our recycle can was filled long before the trash can was, because you can recycle almost everything, right? Especially if you will go to I was one of those guys that would clean out the jars and put them in the recycling can. I wouldn't just throw them in the trash. To me, that's lazy. But we recycled everything in the U.S. So our recycle can would be, overflowing, and there'd be nothing in the trash can, maybe one little bag. Merc 3, Michigan has recycling every 2 weeks. Okay. Maybe that has to do with population. I was in Southern California where there's a lot of people, so we recycled every week there. Every Wednesday, Merc 3, all three trucks would come. The green truck for plants, weeds, because we always had people doing the landscaping too, So there was always the green recycling for the plants, the recycling for the plastics, glass, cardboard. They came every 7 days in Southern California. But then that's a very densely populated place too. Yeah, we have big ones. We had big ones too, Clyde. They were, my God, I don't know. The cans, if I stand up, I'm 5'7", the cans would come up to my chest. They're that big. And, on wheels, you'd wheel them out to the curbside. Merc 3, no glass recycling. Oh. No glass recycling in Michigan. What's up with that? Jerry Foster, hello, sir. Welcome to the Tuesday chat. North Caloocan City, where the city meets the province, baby. I'm thinking about every Tuesday at 10 a.m. That's what I'm thinking about. So there's a schedule. I've had comments that we need to have a schedule for the chat. I think it's a good idea. And I don't want to compete with Lut. Lut has this Wednesday 9 a.m. slot. Although she's only on for an hour. It would actually probably be a good idea to follow Lut, because you guys are already on and you can just jump from her room to mine, you know. Doesn't recycle glass anymore. Well, you know, when I think back to my time living in Southern California, it was rare to get glass, really, anywhere. Everything was plastic, right? Unless you were buying beer bottles. So what do you do? What do you do with your glass, Merc? Is there a place you can take it? Because beer bottles are still glass, no matter where you go. Anything you would buy in the supermarket is going to be plastic, in a plastic container. Jerry Foster said, come on, man, UTD. I don't know what that means. Anybody can translate UTD? Is that one of those crazy abbreviations that are used on Facebook that I never have any idea what they mean? Clyde Seaside, yeah. I could use a little organization, though. I could use a little structure in my life, you know. United. United. Thanks for that, Clyde. I could use a little structure, so there's nothing wrong with... Aha! Chelsea. Hey, Jerry, I know nothing about football. Or is this soccer? You see how dumb I am? Is Chelsea soccer or football? I don't even know. It's just a shirt, man. I can change, you know. I can change it. Because I know you UK guys would unsubscribe me for wearing this probably. It's soccer. Okay. I could lose subscribers for wearing this shirt, right, Clyde? That's how crazy they are there. It means nothing to me. I'm sorry. It's just a shirt. It's a shirt that my Melanie's wife got me. Come on, man. I think Jerry left. He got so pissed. Let me see if he's still in here. Yeah, he's gone. See there? Just that quick, I'll lose a subscriber. I'm changing shirts. Here we go. This won't piss anybody off. Ugh. How's that? There you go. That doesn't cheer for any team. Chelsea Football Club. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. If you're still in here, Jerry, it's just a shirt, brother. I know nothing about it. My son has a good business, $5 a week, turning in bottles. So, okay, so you can take him somewhere. Yeah, we could do that too in California. A Russian sailor. Oh, that's true, huh? I wonder if I have a Russian sailor. Really? Is this what do they wear stripes? That'd be cool if I had a sailor hat. We'd just do the whole chat. Yeah, but Clyde, I worked with a couple of Englishmen in the U.S. And once they started talking about soccer, you can just forget it, dude. Merck says there's a 10-cent deposit on beer bottles. Okay. That's kind of the same thing they do here at the Sorry Sorry stores. Have I checked my dog? Very funny. I'm going to try not to do any day drinking today. Although the Philippines is so much more fun when you day drink. Dennis, as long as it's not an NFL, do not watch them anymore. Yeah, people are pissed off at the NFL in the U.S. over this, what is it? The not standing for the flag, right? Not standing for the national anthem. Taking a knee for the national anthem. Hey, you got to pick your battles, you know? I'm surprised they just don't blame that all on Trump. Actually, they probably are blaming it on Trump. The football players don't stand for the national anthem because of Donald Trump. How's that? Fashion statement. Clyde says, I'm making a fashion statement, baby. I don't know. Melanie just loved this. She bought this for me a couple of weeks ago. She goes, oh, you're going to be so guapo when you wear this. I go, okay, if you say so. Mama knows best, right? Got to listen to Mama. Dennis said I got to put the hat on to be a Russian sailor. Clyde, in our state, we have deposits on bottles, cans, milk cartons, and plastic soda bottles. Ah. You have a deposit on... Yeah, that's very intelligent because that insinuates people to take it back and get the money back, right? Or take it to the homeless people clean up on that shit. That's like the U.S. The homeless people in the U.S. will go through all the trash cans because in the U.S. there's a trash can every 70 or so feet. And that's no exaggeration. Almost anywhere you live in the U.S., there's a trash can. So you'll see, the homeless people pushing the shopping carts that they stole from the local market, going through all the trash cans and pulling the plastic out to make a living. Merc 3, I haven't watched an NFL game since all of that crap started. So, and that was like, I was still in the U.S. when all that started. That Colin Kaepernick guy, he was the one who kind of spearheaded that whole movement. I guess he just hates Trump or... Merc 3, I don't miss the football or the drama. Clyde Seaside says that my cleaner takes all of mine. Is that like a housemaid or... Clyde Seaside has a housemaid and lives by the beach. Rich man. He's a rich guy. Clyde, I wish I could have worked a few more years, I would be more in a situation like you're in. I wish I could have worked until Clyde has okay. She comes every 2 weeks, guys. The cleaner. Hey, Clyde, is she kind of hot or what? Is she Filipina? Joke long. How cool would that be if you had a... the Filipina maid that came here once every 2 weeks. Oh, she's a loud German. Oh, my God. Okay. You might want to... Although, you do have a fiance here, so... I wouldn't say anything, though. Be honest with you. Mum's the word. She wanted to replace her with a young Filipino. So funny. Merc 3, never going to buy Nike again. Okay. Your wife cleans the house and it's annoying because she never stops. Merc 3, that's not a really bad problem to have, trust me. It's not the worst problem you could have. There ain't a whole lot of cleaning going on in this house. Oh, okay. I think there's a little bit more to it than that, Clyde. I think your Filipina's checking up on you, brother. Which, of course, she's going to do. Merc 3 wants to relax with his Filipina wife, but she's always moving. Dennis Brock. Oh, your wife too, Dennis? Your wife's always moving? I'm trying to get my kids to move. My kids don't move. They just kind of lay down all the time. Which, as you guys know, I'm ex-military and ex-corporate employee. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here? She says it is a shame to have a dirty house. Well, that's true. But also, in the West, your house doesn't get nearly as dirty as it does here in the Philippines. Here in the Philippines, man, you have to move 24/7. You got to make sure there's not even a crumb on your countertop. Because if there's a crumb on there, there's going to be 10,000 ants going after that crumb. Right, Dennis? I mean, you have to wipe everything down 3-4 times a day and make sure there's nothing. There's so many bugs here. It's crazy. And it's crazy how quickly the bugs accumulate. We've got these ants. We've got about there's Proc right. Merc 3, roaming internet connection would get our kids moving more. Do you have that problem too, Merc 3? Oh no, you said you took the gadgets away from your kids. It gets dirty if you have a Labrador. Oh, you have a Labrador, Clyde? Yeah, our little dog, Maddie, she doesn't make too much of a mess. But boy, I tell you what, we have to bathe her at least twice a week. And I don't know where she gets the stink from, but man. Fortunately, we don't have a huge tick and flea problem, I had way bigger flea problems with pets in the U.S. than we do here. So that's good. Actually surprising, really. But then again, there's no carpet here. There's only tile. And fleas tend to live in carpeting and yeah, we've got really good you guys have seen my videos. I've got the kids in our neighborhood are awesome. But my kids just have no desire to go outside. I don't know why. I love them to death, but they just don't want to go outside. Melanie's working at the barbecue business. See that? I got a selfie. She's over at the barbecue stand working today. So no Melanie in the live chat today, guys. It gets dirty if you have a Labrador, right? We've just got a Shih Tzu. Maurice LeBlanc, thanks for joining. Eastern Canada, representing North America. In the house, baby. Mercury 3, the food, dogs. The food, dogs don't sweat. Their diet causes smells in dogs, I heard. Well, Maddie only eats dog food. We won't feed her anything else. So, and we're trying to buy good dog food, you know. What's it called? I'm going to think about that for a minute. You guys know I have the memory of an ice cube tray. We're doing okay, Dennis. We had we had a big birthday party here on Sunday. We had Ampok, the hurricane. So we've been down for a few days, but we're doing okay. It looks like it's not going to be the worst idea. And I was a little skeptical of this in the beginning, but it looks like it might make us something. We only need about 50 or 60,000 a month to live on. So if you can make 10 or 15,000, that's a big chunk of that. Clyde, so you have barbecue leftovers tonight? Yeah, we'll probably have some leftovers. Merc 3, it's the times. Why move when you have everything or feel entitled? Yeah, it just it's. I'm just trying to help them be better people, and doesn't always translate that well here for some reason. People just think differently here, than we do in the West. It's Bahala na, baby. What will be, will be. No, yes. Thanks for coming in, buddy. No, yes, joins the chat quite often. How do you handle the noisy echoing of all tile floors, hard surface in your home? How do I handle the noisy echoing of all the floors? I haven't noticed any echoing. The only thing that's really shocking is when it rains hard, the tin roofs that we all have. You have to pretty much, if it's raining hard enough, you have to pretty much, you can't hear anything. It's hard to talk to one another. It's just deafening. So, yeah, give it time, Dennis. You're right. Merc 3 says that his son is Pinoy. 100% Pinoy? Or half lang? 50-50 lang? $50-50 lang. You explained that you raise men, not ass cow. Stepson. Oh, okay. Stepson, yeah. Yeah, my kids are 100% Pinoy as well. And I'm not their biological father. So, San Miguel, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining the chat, San Miguel. San Miguel wants Chicken Joy. Haha. I could have Chicken Joy here to my house in about 20 minutes, baby, with just making a phone call. It's that easy. Actually, online ordering is so easy here. The one thing in the Philippines that works is online food ordering from Chowking, Jollibee, McDo. You can order anything online here. Pizza Hut. It works great. It's the only thing in the Philippines that works. That works well, 100% of the time. All right, 29 minutes in and 10 people in the room. Say hello if you're here. Don't be shy. We're here to talk about the Philippines, baby. Yellow Cat Pizza, San Miguel. I love Yellow Cat Pizza. Probably one of my favorites. No, yes. Thanks for your comment on the floors and the roof sounds. Yeah, I haven't noticed anything like that. But then again, we're in your typical small Filipino home, so it's. I just haven't noticed an echo, that problem. I've never noticed anything like that. A big house in the West, yeah. And it could, it could have something to do with the fact that we have, as you know, hollow block walls in our homes here. So hollow block maybe absorbs that sound. I don't know. In the West, you typically have drywall in your home, drywall and paint, drywall with S&R pizza. Yeah, Dennis, I love S&R pizza. Thanks, Maurice. We're hoping it does well. We're just trying. We're in the first 10 days, I guess, of being opening. Mike Foodie, how you doing? Mike Foodie, our resident chef, is in the house, in the chat room. All questions regarding food and or the preparation of food should go to Mike Foodie. You ever see around your house any strange insects that you don't see back home? That's a question by San Miguel. I see something daily that I've never seen back home. What's funny here is we have probably, I couldn't tell you how many varieties of ants there are here. It's crazy how many different ants there are. And the ones that typically are the outdoor ants are these little red ones. And if you get red ants on you, oh my God, you guys. You would not believe these little creatures can bite as hard as they do. They bite. And it hurts. So whenever we're working in the garden, whenever we're working out in the backyard, you got to be careful of those red ants. Man, they will mess you up. Yeah, it's like the fire ants in the West. Yeah, we have fire ants in Southern California, where I'm from. Yeah, Dennis, you know those red ants that are outside? You never find them in your house. Inside the house, you guys, we have these crazy ants that are, how do I describe it? It's like they're not even walking. It's like they're floating on your countertop. And they go after any little bit of food that's, you got to make sure you clean everything up really, really good. And like in 10 minutes, 1,000 of them will be there. And you're like, my God, where did they come from? They're kind of a brownish color, and it's like they're not even walking. It's almost like they float on the countertop. It's really strange to watch them. Dennis, Merc 3 says a 6-inch spider. Yeah, we get a spider in the CR, on the CR wall that's scary. And somebody told me not to kill them. But my kids won't go in there if that spider's in there. Mike Foodie, it's a tropical country. So what I do is I buy these cans of spray, and I'll try to track where they're coming in and control it myself, but I don't think it's controllable, really. I don't think there's anything you can do about it. It's a tropical country, very, very humid, inducive to a lot of insects. Insects, even mice and rats. It's very hard to control them. Merc 3, the ants there look like sugar ants, but bite like fire ants. Yeah, the ones outside. The ones in the house are totally strange. Do you use the chalk poison? They walk in lines. I've seen that, but I haven't tried it. Because our ant problem is mainly focused on the kitchen, so we want to be careful about what we use in there. That's where we eat. And our rice cooker's going constantly. So Ken R, hello from Union City, California. Nice. Thanks for joining the chat, Ken R. I'm living the dream, though. 5 years till my retirement. We already have our home in Tagaytay. Okay, great. Great news, Ken R. Thanks for joining the chat. Dennis Bronx said he has seen some spiders 10-inch. Shit. Bygone, yeah. That's it, Merc 3. I got the can right here. I'll show you guys. No, Merc 3, I'm wrong. Actually, this is what I'm buying. It's called Big Buy Pie. Big Buy Pie? I don't know. It's probably dangerous and we're all going to die from cancer, but it works really good. This is 100 pesos at Changet. So $2 for this giant can. And it helps, you know. The thing I tell I've told my family since I moved here is we don't have to live with this. We can control it a little bit. San Miguel. Okay. San Miguel's asking, have I seen any snakes? I have not seen snakes, but when we were away, when Melody and I were at the Raider Summit, we had a contractor working back here that found 3 snakes. They were, I don't know, medium size. I have not seen any snakes myself. RBS says, I saw you play basketball. Do you follow PH basketball? Did you watch the game last night? PH versus Qatar. No, I did not see it. Did not see it, RBS. Dennis Brock says they use that chalk in the store. I've heard it works really good. Oh, Merc 3. Okay. In the CR, yeah. I ain't touching no snake, Merc 3. I'm actually scared of snakes, so yeah, they'll be back in 2 or 3 days, Dennis. You're right. You can spray, and this stuff's pretty deadly. Kevin Wallace says, you were in the Marines, you were inoculated against poison. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's too late. I'm poisoned already. Kevin Wallace, good morning. What people should be told is about the dengue fever. If they come in the wet season, they should have the shot before going there. Yeah, pretty popular subject here. It seems to affect a lot of kids, the dengue. RBS, yo. Snakes love pineapple palms to hide. Well, that's perfect. We've got plenty of pineapple plants. I'm going to have to do a video and show you guys. We're actually growing string beans, tomatoes, cucumbers. Brian Hatcher, hey, buddy. I look sober? Well, I'm a professional, Brian. Remember that. Have not seen it. Dennis says he's not seen any snakes. Okay. No snakes in Cavite. Ryan Corsuera, welcome to the chat, buddy. 10:40 in the Philippines on Tuesday. Thanks for joining the chat. How's your barbecue business? It's good. Doing good. Do you have to pay rent for your barbecue space? No. It's free na lang. Mike Foodie, we're not paying anything for the barbecue stand except to build it and our inventory for the day. Robert Leibold, welcome to the chat, buddy. Hello from Lake. Robert is from Lake Panasafki, Florida. Semper Fi, Robert. Are you anywhere near the red tides that are killing all the... I guess that's the east and west coast of Florida. Mercury 3 says he saw a Philippine cobra and ran like a schoolgirl. Yeah. If I saw any snake at all, I'd be hightailing it, dude. I'm not a snake fan at all. Not a fan of snakes. And our president, Joey Boy, you guys have seen Joey Boy on a couple of my videos, the president of the association here, said he found a big snake over there where the kids play basketball. So they're trying to do a good job of keeping everything cut over there, the green. You know what I mean? You guys, things grow so fast here. We planted in the backyard I wish I could take you back there and show you, but I would lose connection. Plus, the battery on my laptop dies if I unplug it from the power. We planted tomatoes, cucumbers, and string beans. And within about 5 days, we have plants. I'm not shitting you, that big. We didn't fertilize or nothing. We just... Okay, Clyde, thanks for joining. Great seeing you again, buddy. Thanks for joining the chat. Wayne Sanders, hello, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining the chat. Thanks for coming in and saying hey. Really appreciate it. Always great to talk to you guys and let you know what's going on here, if there's anything going on. There's not a whole lot going on. Let me check the let's check the exchange rate so we can get that out there too today while everybody's on and chatty. USD 54.1 on the bank rate, guys. Wow. 54.1 today. That's bank rate as reported by the Manila Bulletin, the nation's leading newspaper. AUD 38.7. 54.1 on the USD. The euro is 62.9. AUD 38.7. So we actually broke 54 on the bank rate. I wasn't sure that was going to happen. Brian Hatcher, time for a shot glass from the closet. Philo has Jollibee and Stitch looking out for him. Merc 3, my nephew's 3 years old, died of dengue. Oh my God, really? Yeah, the kids don't do well with that at all. Comes from mosquitoes. Dengue comes from mosquitoes. I've never worried about it. Although the first trip that I came to the Philippines, I did go, when I was in the U.S., I went and saw my doctor, and he gave me, I don't remember what it's called. It's the same medication that's used to fight acne in the U.S. That's what they use for... Robert Leibold, just as a side note, I made my living with exotic snakes for 30 years. Oh, my God. Well, you're a snake guy then. Standing water is the issue, Merc 3. And Wayne Sanders says, plenty of snakes here for you. I don't like them either. Yeah. Mike Foodie, the chicken head thing. I'm right with you. I don't get it either. There doesn't appear to be anything edible there. So I'm going to have to ask Melanie about that. I don't know if they're just eating the whole... They're just cracking the skull and eating it. Did you see that on my video? The chicken head on the stick? RBS is asking what food is for lunch. Don't know yet. Dennis Brock, they're saying in 2019 it'll go up to 59. Wow. Boy, that's good for us Americans. I can't imagine 59. When I first came here, when I was here in 85, it was only 25 to 1. When I came in 2013, it was I want to say 43 or 44 in 2013. So look where it's at now. It's up to 54. Wow. What do you suppose? They say in 2019 it's going to be 59. The dog is in the closet, Philo. Merc 3, you're an instigator. You know that? You're a bad influence on me. I haven't seen any snakes, but did see a large lizard, maybe a meter long, outside my neighbor's house. A meter long. Yeah, we do have... I got to try and get them on video sometime with my GoPro. We've got a pair of them in the backyard, a pair of lizards that are probably, I mean, they're big. We have lizards in the U.S., but these guys are pretty big, man. They look like dinosaurs. Ken R, I have Mercury 3, Zika virus is there now also. Yep, I've seen that in the news. Wayne Sanders, yeah, the Aussie dollar dropped a couple of years ago, right? Significantly, by like 10. And it's kind of staying there. I thought I remembered the Aussie dollar being the same as the USD at one time, or even higher. And now it's quite a ways down there. What did I say it was? It's 38 now? 38.7, yeah. Brian Hatcher, are you bringing Melanie in the chat tonight? She extended your last chat by 3 hours. Oh, she extended the last chat, yeah. Melanie enjoys doing that too. She had fun doing that, but she's just a little shy, you know. We need to get her liquored up. She just sent me a picture. She just sent me a picture, Brian. She's over at the barbecue stand working. My wife. She won't be in the chat today. She's working. All right. Where am I at? They eat the whole head. Okay, they do eat the whole head. Bones and all. No waste. Dennis Brock. Yeah, somebody had told me that rice is going up. We spend 1,500 pesos on 20 kilos. Is it 20 kilos? I think. Did you fix your glowworm? My glowworm. Did I fix my glowworm? I don't know. I need to think about that for a minute, Bob. Thanks for joining the chat, Bob Dylan. Yeah, Brian, we saw coyotes on a daily basis where I lived in Rancho Santa Margarita. I lived right on the edge of the Cleveland National Forest. I mean, if I walked about 60 feet up the slope of my back house, I was in the Cleveland National Forest. And the coyotes would come down to get the cats in the neighborhood, eat the cats. It's an enhanced video. Oh, there's such a problem in Michigan with coyotes that they pay $25 a hide. Wow. There's a business you could go into. Shoot 3 a day. 1 bag of rice. Dennis says 1 bag of rice is, oh wait. I think I missed the price. Sorry guys, this chat. Bob Dylan says he prefers the chicken butts to the heads. Yeah, the head just looks kind of weird. You know, years ago when I had a Vietnamese girlfriend, she would take and buy, we would go to Little Saigon and she would buy like a bag of chicken feet, a bag of chicken heads, and a bag of chicken necks, put all that in a big pot, and then she'd make a soup out of it. And it was fantastic. She would make a broth out of all that. A resident can shoot coyotes with no license on their property. Oh, okay. Dennis, I'm pretty sure that we're paying $1,500 for 20 kilos. Or is it 10? Or is it 15 kilos? Let me see if I can find the bag real quick, just so I'm giving you an accurate price. I think I've got the bag right here. We just had a bag delivered yesterday. Yeah, the bag says 50 kilos on there. And that's a jasmine rice. We're getting that for 1,500 pesos. So the bag says 50 kilograms on it. 50 kilos. Our neighbor is a distributor, so maybe we're getting a good deal, you know, on the rice. I don't know. Dennis, okay, Maurice LeBlanc, did you ever eat a one-day-old chicken that was fried? A one-day-old chicken that was fried? Probably, yeah. What does Let sell the rice for in her store? Yeah. I thought they stopped selling rice. It just wasn't. They weren't moving much rice. You're missing Monday Night Football. Chicago is winning Seattle 24-10. The Rams are predicted to go to the Super Bowl this year. The Rams, wow, they're that good. That's an LA team, baby. Merc 3, how long does that last you? We probably go through that in a month. Maybe 5 weeks. Maybe 5 weeks. 50 kilos of rice. We keep it in a big trash bin in the kitchen. Big, giant plastic trash bin. And luckily, our neighbor, the next door neighbor, the guy we buy our Red Horse from, who has the store over there, you've seen that in my videos. He's a distributor. He's a big distributor. He has a bunch of stuff delivered to his house, and then he delivers to different stores in Bulacan. So we just buy from him. You saw the Ahern family ate a one-day-old fried chicken for a challenge. 1 day old. What am I not getting here? A 1 day old. Oh, are you talking about 1 day old fried chicken? If it's butchered and it's only a day old, that's really fresh chicken. So I would think that would be really good. I think I'm misunderstanding you, Maurice. Sorry. Yeah, Brian. They stopped selling rice over there at Brian's store, Philly in the Philippines store. They stopped selling rice. You got to sell a lot of rice to sell rice because it goes bad. You have to sell it within a certain amount of time, especially when it's out like that in bins. 15 pounds a month. Okay. And we're doing, let's see. What are we're doing 50 kilos. What is that? 38 pounds or so? 50 kilos to pounds. Oh, geez, it's 110 pounds. No, there's no way. There's no way we're eating 110 pounds of rice. That can't be right. Our rice sacks must be 30 kilos, I'm thinking. I couldn't find the actual rice bag. I was looking at one of the trash bags we have, thinking it was the same size. I think we're buying like 30 kilos. Those sacks that we have are probably 30 kilo sacks. I can't find it, you guys, you know. I just emptied the thing yesterday. And that would be 66 pounds. That would make more sense for a family of. You are paying 30 pesos a kilogram. I sell it. I see it selling for 40 to 50 a kilogram at the Sorry stores in the videos. Yeah. Okay. KNR, yeah, you're right. I made a mistake. I couldn't find the actual rice sack that I had, so I looked at one of our trash bags, which is a rice sack. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't find the one that we had, the one that we just bought. I emptied it out and set it on the counter over here, and now it's gone. So I can never find anything in this house. Dennis, it's a 20 kilogram bag. Okay. Yeah, that'd be 44 pounds. That makes more sense to me. I agree. Yeah, Mike, you're right. We have, something that's very common here is to use these rice bags as trash bags. So we have several old ones laying around the house, like hanging off of the fence and whatnot. So I just ran out there and looked at that one, and it said 50 kilos on it. So that was a big bag of rice. Do you think a water purifier would help save money there? Yes, I do. They have water filters that you can put in line at Ace Hardware. They're about 3,000 pesos, and I think they last somewhere between 6 and 10 months for a filter. Bob Dillon says he loves a good fried placenta. Ooh. Dennis Brunk says he has 2 of the water purifiers, and they work very good. Oh, okay. Yeah, the 50-kilo bags, they must have bought 50 kilos at one time here because we have a couple of bags. The next video is going to be either my son and I walk into the Palenque or some day drinking karaoke. I haven't figured out which one I'm doing yet. The river looks good. It actually did not. We didn't nearly get the rain that we thought we were going to get. It just didn't bring the rain. We had way more rain in the very beginning of the rainy season here than we got from that typhoon. Mike Foodie, yeah, I think that's what I was buying in Little Saigon in Southern California. I would buy my rice in Little Saigon. It was Three Sisters Thai jasmine rice. And we were getting 15 or 20 kilo bags. I don't remember. But it was just Melanie and I at the house at that time. So it took us a while to get through that, We weren't feeding 2 kids that eat nonstop like our 2 kids do. Merc 3, Dennis Brock, I bought water, but next time I will try that to save money. Yeah, my neighbor and I were just talking about that today. The water filters that Ace Hardware sells. So you can actually just drink the water out of the tap. Do I have any idea how much is a 1-bedroom house in this area? Yes, right around 20,000 USD. Our house is a 3-bedroom, and it was about 23,000 USD when Melanie bought it in 2000. When did she buy this house? I don't remember. 2011, I think. Melanie bought this house. Am I going to sing videoke? You know what? I sing all the time, but Melanie, we always forget to get me on video. Every time we go to a videoke party, we just, for some reason, forget. Probably because we're drinking too much. You'll go for the half-bedroom house. Well, 23,000 is a pretty good deal to buy a house anywhere in the world. Yeah, Brian. The house does need some work. The house needs work. We've got some wood on the side of the home that's rotting. We're going to have to do something. There's no doubt about it. We did do the back part of the house. We replaced the back part of the house, the roof, and then we built that videoke room back there when I first got here. But the front part of the house, which is the oldest part, we've got rotten wood on the fascia. And we're going to have to, probably this summer, we're going to have to do something. I hope it's not too expensive because we still don't have, we're still living on Merc 3. I do own my house. We do own the house, free and clear. Burn it down and start over. Well, that's easier said than done. Merc 3, sorry to ask, but what is the difference between Vietnamese women and Filipinas? I almost went to Vietnam. What's the difference between a Vietnamese woman and a Filipina? I can give you an example of the family difference, Merc 3, if you'd like. I was in a very large Vietnamese family. And I can give you a perspective from the family perspective. Filipina family, a Vietnamese family. I was in a Vietnamese family that was about, when we all got together at a party or something, there'd be probably 45 of us in the house. The Vietnamese family, they will live the same way the Filipinos do, 8 to 10 in a home. But every one of the Vietnamese works. Everybody works. And they all pool their money together. And they'll buy a 1-story house, but they'll all put their money together. In 3 years, they've got a 3-story house. And then everybody will keep working. They start sending all the kids off to college. Okay. Now, the Filipina family, you got 8 or 10 Filipinas living in a house and one person working to support all 8 to 10 people. So here, they just need enough money to live for one day. And the Vietnamese, they look way down the road. And they look at, that's what I experienced from being in a Vietnamese family and now being in a Filipina family, okay? In the Philippines, they just need enough income for the family for one day. That's all they think about. So even though you've got 10 people living in the house and 8 of those people could work or 7 could work, only 1 or maybe 2 work and support that whole family. So it's just, they look at things differently. They figure, why should I work if my sister's making enough money to support me? Just the way they look at it. Okay, next question. Mike Foodie, I'd love to build a house there, so much cheaper than here. Unfortunately, I'm not married to a Filipina. Well, you can change that real easy, Mike Foodie. Do I know how old the house is? The house here, I don't know. I do know that we are the 3rd owners. So I thought that Melanie said this house was built originally in 91. I think that's right. Filipinos are way more jealous with hot blood. A Pinay will burn your clothes in the backyard. And a Vietnamese won't. True story. That is true. There's something about the Vietnamese culture that changes that. But you're very right about that, Brian. The Vietnamese almost put up with, as long as you take care of your Vietnamese wife, you have a ton of freedom in that relationship. Way different in the Philippines. Yeah, Bob Dylan, only one person works in a big, large family. It's just, they just look at things differently. They don't see, I don't know. It's just weird here, you guys. They just think so differently here. I have to be careful what I say because what I say could be offensive, But it's just, it's very different here. I feel so bad for the working class Filipinos because they have so much pressure on them because it's just them. They don't get any help, We have, I've got a brother-in-law, Melanie's brother, is 29, has never worked his entire life. The couple of times he did work, he got fired because he would get his paycheck and take off, for 4 or 5 days with his buddies and get fired from his job. But he's got a sister that supports him, so he just chooses not to work. Why should he work? They just don't. They just think differently than we do. If a Filipina accuses you as a butterfly, stand by for a Philippine haircut. Uh-oh. Merc 3, foreigners can't own land in the Philippines. Get married if you want to build. Yeah. Vietnamese women, Bob Dylan, have been known for doing that very thing. Yeah, Brian, it's I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think more the Vietnamese way. If you're an able-bodied person that can work, you should work and contribute to the family. That's the way I think. But that doesn't translate here in the Philippines at all. At all. My wife at one time was supporting 13 family members. 13 family members. Nobody worked but her. So imagine the pressure. My Merc 3 says that your brother-in-law makes 250 pesos a day to support his wife and 2 kids and never drifts in it. My brother-in-law makes 250 pesos a day to support his wife and 2 kids, and whoever drifts in it, don't go far there. Yeah. 250 a day. Wow. Boy, that's not much money. That's 5 USD. It's actually a little bit less than 5 USD. Sorry, wait a second, guys. I think there's somebody at the gate. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Sorry about that. Foreigner, okay. Filipinos cut off your sausage in your sleep. Bob Dylan says nobody's fault but mine. Merc 3 says your wife supported the family before. Yeah. Brian says, are you going to put your kids to work soon? A lot of people in the province move to Manila or Cebu to work. My kids working? That's hard to imagine. I sure hope so. I hope that my kids want to work, So I think we could use their help. $250 a day, Wayne, seems kind of low to me. I thought that minimum wage was $4.80 here. But I guess if you're not working for a company, I thought that minimum wage was 480 pesos in the Philippines. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's ask Google and see. 250 seems low. If you guys know, chime in there. It's fine. Whoa, there's tons of different classifications of it. So I could have swore Melanie told me that it was 480 though. Like if you're at Jollibee, it says non-agriculture is 475 to 512 pesos. That's October 5th, 2017. Again, if you happen to know, because I'm just a dumb foreigner, I don't know nothing. If you happen to know, post it. I don't see anything here that's Jollibee delivery. I love, you know what? I love Jollibee. Okay, well, I'm on, is your wife paying for a pension? Is my wife paying for a pension? Paying for a pension. Bob Dylan says he prank ordered Jollibee. Did you really? My wife pays into something here that's called SSS or SSI. I don't understand it. Depends on where you live. Yeah. Bob Dylan says he's going to work in the PH as a ladyboy. That'll make you a hell of a lot more than $250 a day. Do not know. Most people, because of poverty or lazy children, don't go to school. Tuck Tuck Kelly. Tuck. Hey Brian, I'm gonna. This is how it actually looks on his. That's how it looks on his YouTube. Tuck Tuck Kelly. Tuck Tuck means knock knock, and he's from California. He's doing great, Brian. By the way, Merc3 says most that you've known didn't make it past the 5th grade. Wow. Yeah, I'm hopeful that my kids will want to, go to school or finish. I don't know. I don't know that they're just not the best students, and they have motivational issues. That's all I can really say. I would be so grateful if at least one of them actually worked, though, and helped us. Mike Foodie says, I just watched a vlog from a foreigner in the Philippines, and he was talking to an older lady who supports her family crushing rocks into smaller stones, 48 pesos a day. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, not surprising. It looks like the barbecue stand is going to net us about 500 pesos a day, which is pretty good. It looks like we'll make, if we're really diligent about it, but it's a lot of work. Melanie has to go over there and shop. Then they have to make the marinades and put everything on the sticks, and it's a lot. You're busting your ass for 500 pesos, I'm telling you. But that's the way it is here in the Philippines. You are busting your ass for that 500 pesos. Yeah, isn't that shocking? That fast food restaurants require a college degree. You know what, Brian? I've thought a lot about doing that. It looks to me like Brian filling the Philippines doesn't have that anymore. I know he started a Patreon account and got hacked pretty bad for it because they call that e-begging. Although a lot of PH vloggers have Patreon accounts, it's considered e-begging by a lot of people, you know. But when I look on Brian's videos now, I don't see a link for the Patreon. If you go open one of his videos up and go down, just click on the see more. I don't see a Patreon link on his videos anymore. I don't know if he stopped doing that or if he's still doing it. Yeah, 500 a day is a decent take for the Philippines. I think I could feed my family for about 200 pesos a day. You know. Well, not quite. If we're talking 3 meals, well, actually we don't because the kids go to school, so I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Bob Dylan says, do a G-string hot dog cart somewhere along the beach. A G-string hot dog cart. Man, oh man. Yeah. I wonder where you could do that. Probably, you know, the Philippines is one place where you could do that and get away with it. People wouldn't get so offended. Imagine trying to pull that off in the U.S. Having a G-string girl at a hot dog cart. Oh my God, the feminists would just have a nightmare, have a field day with that. You get close to $10 USD with your super chats when you go live 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, that's true. And I'm not even getting paid yet by YouTube. There's something wrong with my account. I've got to figure out what it is. I've never been paid by YouTube yet in the 4 years that I've been a vlogger. Yeah, that would be our take, Merc. That's after paying John Biani also to work there. It's about average. It's what it looks like it's going to do. And there's going to be some days where we don't do that, you know. But it looks like the first 4 days that we were open, it was fairly close to that. Do not wear a G-string. Yeah, I'm not going to wear it. It's not going to be me, Mark III. It would be, you know, we'd have to hire us a hot little Filipina to do that. Robert Leibold says, my girlfriend who works in North Fairview for $5.47 a day. Yeah, that's... Yeah, what happens, Brian, is it's building up in an account. I can see how much money I've got in my account. I've got like $500 in my YouTube account. But they've never paid me because there's some type of a problem with my AdSense. I've got the taxes and everything approved, but there's something with the address. I don't know. I've got to get on the phone with them and get it fixed. I think I'm going to have to use a U.S. address. You're supposed to give them an address, and they send a card to that address, and then you input a 4-digit code that's on that card to your AdSense account, and then they'll start paying you. But I've never gotten to that point for some reason. I don't know what happened. I should have figured it all out when I was in the U.S. because now, with a Philippine address, I tried to give them my Philippines address, and I've never received anything from them, from Google. So I might have to call them back and ask them, should I just change it to a U.S. address? They can resend the card, and maybe I'll get it, you know. But yeah, it's building up in an account. I can see I've got money in there. And I can see how much I'm making monthly from, you know, the ads that are going into my my videos, but it just keeps adding up. You know what I mean? Brian says, I hear YouTube gets 30% and you get 70%. Ah, the super chat donations. Okay. Yeah, it's all new to me, buddy. I think you were the first person that gave me a super chat, and I was like, what the hell is that? I didn't even know what it was. Mike Foodie says, I love chicken and pork adobo. Yeah, me too. When you were here, it was hard to find? Really? Bob says you'll get regular customers and slowly increase. Yeah, I agree. I think so too. We're really just in the figuring this out stage. You know what I mean? We might be open too soon, or maybe we need to. Gulan yo talaga o diba? Maybe we need to figure out exactly the best time to open. I think before, like in the video you guys saw, we were open a little bit too early. I helped a family member start a business, and it is hit and miss. They make a living, yeah. Dennis Brock says, I did not know you make money from this. Dennis, you do make a little bit of money. There's actually Philippine vloggers that are doing really well because they have a large subscriber base and they get a lot of views. You make money, Dennis, off of the ads that YouTube inserts on your videos. Okay, so you get a cut of that ad. Merc3 says we put a province kid to college, and now he's P&P. Oh, nice. Yeah. Most people here would love to be, P&P. Seems like a good job. Brian Hatcher, I was at the DMV in SoCal today. Oh, you were at the DMV in Southern California today. As of 2020, all California driver's licenses have to have what they call a real ID for travel purposes. Otherwise, you will have federal non-compliant stamped. So you have to go through as of 2020, do you need a background investigation to get a driver's license? Is that what you're saying? Like a police clearance, a U.S. police clearance for no, you said federal stamp. That'd be like FBI background check. A real ID for travel purposes. Well, that's interesting. That seems kind of overboard when you have to go through the whole passport process too, right? His dad was a sharecropper. Oh yeah. Yeah, being a farmer here is a tough life. I can't imagine. You know? Real ID. Okay. Real ID. Very odd, huh? Weird Squad Entertainment Vlogs. I have a woman friend who lives in your area, which I'm not sure how to get there from here in Vermont. Well, all you got to do is fly into Manila, brother. And from Manila, you can go to anywhere in the Philippines. Right from the airport, you can get a bus that goes right to this area. Okay? Not hard at all. Don't be scared. Buy your ticket and come. Don't be afraid. It's the Philippines, baby. From Vermont, you want to fly to Los Angeles, and from Los Angeles, you want to fly to Manila. Maybe use an Asiana Airlines. You'll go through Seoul, Korea. Or you could use EVA Airlines, where you would go through Taipei. Okay? Don't worry. Just do it, baby. Buy your ticket and come. You'll have a great time. Go to the DM. Okay. Mike Foodie says, what does Daba mean? Daba means, daba is kind of a way to say really, or am I right, or it's kind of something to add at the end of your phrase. In the US, they always say right. In the US, they always say right at the end. So daba kind of means right, or really, or, am I right? Daba. And it's spelled just like that, just like you spelled it, daba. Mike Foodie, Brian Hatcher, the new thing in California, if you like, it's the new thing in California if you hold a California driver's license. Well, my driver's license is good until, I think my driver's license is good until 2020, maybe even longer than that. Merc 3, could I go through the Philippines embassy to get my driver's license before I arrive? Could I go through the Philippines embassy to get my driver's license before I arrive? Well, you wouldn't go to the Philippines embassy, would you? Oh, you mean in Michigan? Well, I don't know. Can you get your driver's license from a Philippine embassy in the U.S.? Good question, Merc 3. That's a good one. I don't know. It's so easy. I wouldn't bother. It's so easy here. Diba? Dennis Brock, have her meet you at the airport. There you go. Now you're thinking. You paying attention there? Weird Squad Entertainment? Have your girlfriend meet you at the airport. That's the way I always did it. How much does it cost to get there, to be honest with you, closer to Boston and Montreal? Well, all I can tell you, Weird Squad Entertainment, is a round-trip ticket from LAX is roughly about $700. Okay, you might find it for less here and there. A round-trip ticket to the Philippines from LAX is $700. So you need to figure out your travel from where you're at to LAX. I don't think you can go from Boston to Manila. Almost everybody from the East Coast U.S. has to go to LAX, and then they transfer. Almost everybody. I could be wrong. I don't really know. I'm not an expert on traveling from the East Coast to Manila. I can tell you anything you want to know about going from LAX to Manila, though. Anything. The Real ID law, Brian says the Real ID law takes effect in 2020 for all who hold a California driver's license. Don't want you to get blindsided. Okay. I'm not sure I'll ever make it back there. It should be, there shouldn't be a problem, Brian, right? It's just something you apply for, right? I mean, did you have to take a test for this, or is it just a background check and then you turn in your license and you get a new one? Because I know when I was in the U.S., it was so easy to renew your license. You just did it online. Filled out the form online, send your license in, or send it in, and boom, you got a new one. Everything's so easy in the U.S. Yeah, Merc 3, first-time visitors to the Philippines should always be careful. I mean, there's a lot of research you can do so that you teach yourself not to get scammed, but you can't use your license for ID at the airport then. Oh. That's okay. Yeah, I will, Brian. It's just very odd. It's a very odd thing. I don't understand it. It seems like double jeopardy. Why would you have to have a passport? Well, never mind. You're right. I should just look on the DMV website. Let me catch up. Sorry, you guys. Merc 3 says, have her meet you at the airport, otherwise you will get scammed. You could very well get scammed. There are tons and tons of resources on the internet for learning how to travel to the Philippines without being scammed. Is it? Wait, guys. Boy, I keep hearing that gate. It's the neighbor. Till you get it fixed. See if you can check out. Okay. Weird Squad Entertainment Vlogs. Is it true that USD is more than the Filipino currency? And my girlfriend's name is Christine Florindo. If you heard of her name around the area. Oh boy. Weird Squad Entertainment. It's 54-1 right now. $54 54 pesos to $1 US. So, and I have not heard of your girlfriend's name, Christine Florindo. Yeah. Learn some basic language. Very, very important, you guys. Although, you know, I'll be the first to admit, when I was just a tourist to the Philippines, I thought a lot more English was being spoken here than what actually is. You know, once you move here and you live here 24/7, you find out something very different. We've talked about this in my chats before, but as a tourist, you seem to, you seem to get by pretty good with the broken English that's spoken here. Bob Dylan, I had a cab refuse to reset the meter. Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. If the cab driver will not use the meter, you don't have to use his services. And there are many other taxis right behind him that will pick you up. There are actually honest taxi drivers here. Plenty of them. I've had plenty of great taxi drivers. A lot of times, being a foreigner, they're going to ask you if you'll give them 100 pesos over the meter. And what can you do? It's $2. A lot of times you just agree to it, get in the cab and go. Give the guy $100 or 100 pesos over the meter. If you make $23,000, you're a millionaire there, but don't brag or show off. Yeah. 23,000 USD is a lot of money in the Philippines, yeah. It's over 1 million pesos. Would the money changers pay a little more than 54 on the street? Yes, they always do, Brian. The bank rate is the lowest rate that you'll see. Are you going to add Tagalog lessons in your live chats? We are all 2-week millionaires. Yeah. I don't know, because the live chats are so long. And not many people watch the live chats. Only the people that come into live chat are the ones who are watching it. Yeah. Everybody has to have a passport to travel internationally. That is correct, Bob Dylan. Weird Squad Entertainment Vlogs. If you are still in the chat room, I want you to go to a website called PhilippineAddicts.com. Spelled just like it sounds, addicts, like addiction, PhilippineAddicts.com. Create yourself an account there and start studying about the Philippines, okay? Start studying about the Philippines. You'll learn everything you need to know right there, including all the scams that await you when you come here as a visitor. Merc 3, they are supposed to give receipts if they say the meter is broke. Don't take it. Yeah. Brian Hatcher, am I still going to Japan? That is our plan, yeah. We'll probably go visit Mama in Japan, Melanie's mother. It makes as much sense as spending all the money to extend your visa monthly. Just take a short trip, have some fun, and you get 1 year free when you come back. We might do that 2 or 3 times before I ever even file my 13A. You know, file for the 13A visa like Brian has. Brian from Philly in the Philippines, I mean. Okay, an hour and 35 in. We got 14 people in the room. Say hello if you're here. By the way, a rental cost of $60 a month is cheap. Yeah, you can actually find an apartment here for, that's true. You can find an apartment for $60 a month. It's not going to be much, but that's very true. That's possible. It ain't going to be much though. But it would be a roof over your head, maybe to, protect you from the rain. Oh, has Brian been out of commission for a couple of days? He probably got the flu, man. It's going around. Wayne Sanders, hi from Perth. Hello. Hello, Wayne Sanders. Merc 3 is checking the dog, and then you realize you don't have a dog. Uh-oh. I know what that means. My dog is laying right outside the room here. Maddie May. Maddie May the peanut puppy. Wayne Sanders, hello again, and thanks for joining us. Chatting on a Tuesday at 11:40 a.m. Caloocan, North City, baby. Where the city meets the province. Merc 3 paid 3,500 pesos a month for his apartment, and it was nice and gated, 2-bedroom. That's 70. That's about $75, I think. 60. About $70, yeah. $70 US, something like that. Not yet, Brian. I haven't heard from Melanie. Is just they're making the marinades for the meat and putting the meat on the sticks right now. That's the picture she sent me. The landlord was retired USA Army. Oh, so cool. So cool, Merc 3. Do you see any Native American folks in the Philippines? Probably not, but honestly, I might be the only one. Depends on where you go. Where I live, there's pretty much zero Americans. I'm pretty much the only one. I'm like a Martian to a lot of these people that live around here. They just stare at me. They just stare at me, and if you know, Dennis Brock, if you go to live chat on Wednesday, I got to watch later on. Yeah, Lut is always on from 9 to 10. I would never go on during the time that she's on because no one's going to come to my room if Lut's live. I know that. Joey James, I believe. Is it Joey James? Joey James? I have a girlfriend in the Philippines. I've been to her twice, and this month I will come over to her. It's a good idea to open a store selling rice. Depends on where you live. Depends on where you live, Joey James. We have stores all around us within walking distance that sell rice. So if I opened one, it would be useless. Location is everything. It has to be in the right area. A lot of sorry stores will sell rice. Not all Filipinos buy rice the way I do. We buy very big 20-kilo bags, 30-kilo bags sometimes. A lot of Filipinos can't afford that. So a lot of times they just buy, 50 pesos of rice at a time. It depends. Brian Hatcher, no, I've not been to Taco Bell. That will be a video for sure. When I go to Taco Bell, that's going to be a video. That'll be a video for sure. You sound like you're from Texas, man. That's awesome. Oh, really? I'm not from Texas. Southern California, actually. Dennis Brock says, right. If you know, you got to lunch up. Yeah. Yeah, Lut has that 9 to 10 a.m. spot on Wednesday morning. She normally only goes on for an hour. So, yeah, I'm from Speedway, Indiana originally, but have lived in Southern California for I don't know how many years. 30 something plus years before I moved to the Philippines. Merc 3, I had a heart attack. Merc 3 had a heart attack when I was there. I assisted with my first responder training. Any food to say thanks. Whoa. He had a heart attack while I was there. Oh, I see. Military people have an accent, communication talent. Yeah, I got it, Merc 3, the landlord. A case of Red Horse. Whoa. There you go, baby. You should have seen the bottles we had. You know, I didn't do a video of the party. There was another birthday party here at the house for Melanie's sister's son. Of course, he's 2 years old, but, you know, birthday parties here aren't really for the kid. They're for everybody to get together and drink and have a good time. And all of the cooking and the food. But there were at least 10 liter bottles, empty liter bottles back there, and then 8 to 10 more regular size beer bottles. It was I passed out. I don't even remember what time. Okay, Mike Foodie, thanks for joining the chat, buddy. Our resident chef, Mike Foodie, thank you, sir, for coming in. Real nice talking to you again. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, his wife was in the U.S. I got you, Mark 3. Yeah, that Red Horse is brutal, though. It's funny how quickly that Red Horse will knock you down. It knocks you down hard, baby. Ooh, it's hot in here because I've got the door open. I'm worried about the trash trucks coming because we can't miss the trash truck. The trash truck hasn't come in a week. We don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, that's Mike. That's Philippine Mike. He's in. He used to be in Iloilo, but now he's in. Where's he at? What city? I don't remember. Yeah, I know, Brian. I've been a Mike Philippine follower for quite some time. I was and there was a lot of controversy behind Mike's, what Mike did and how he raised the money. And I don't know. I stayed out of it. I didn't want to get involved because, I always thought he was a good friend of mine. I always appreciated the work that he did. His early stuff that he did as Mike Philippine was just fantastic. Those motorcycle trips that he took and Merc 3, you have to be careful rendering services there. I helped a girl in Boracay that passed out, and they asked if I have license when the PNP arrived. Ah, yeah. Dan O'Gillespie, how you doing, buddy? Just saw the wedding chapel. Oh, yeah. What was the name of that place? Good to see you, Dano. Thanks for coming in, buddy. You're still in Vegas. How was the NASCAR race? Man, I was so jealous of you. There's nothing I would love more than just 48 hours away from here to go to Vegas and just party and eat good food and, wow, go to a NASCAR race. That would have been so awesome. The Dan Gillespie guy that's in there, you guys, is a really good friend of mine from Southern California. We worked together for quite a few years. We both got laid off by the same company, and they hired him back. He went back. He was lucky enough to get hired back, and I just wasn't, the timing wasn't good for me when it happened. Brian Hatcher, we got married at one of the, God, I don't remember the name of it now. We got married at one of the Vegas, one of the Elvis. We got married by Elvis at one of the little chapels down close to the downtown area. I can't remember the name of it now. Sorry. Weird, the little white wedding chapel. You know what, Brian? That sounds like it's right. I think that could be the one that we got married at. Melanie got, she was walked down the aisle by Elvis. The video's on our YouTube. Weird Squad Entertainment. Is McDonald's the same? Yes, except for the McDonald's here, you can buy spaghetti and rice and fried chicken. Brian Hatcher has a townhouse in Vegas. Nice. Love you, brother, Dano Gillespie. Yeah, Carmelo. Yeah, true. True. We have a law that protects you because you're a good Samaritan. There's some law in the U.S. that protects you because you're trying to help that victim. Here in Philippines, yeah, good luck. As we all know, things are so different here. They think differently. Forget about the fact you're trying to save someone's life. Elvis got married at the Little White Chapel. All right. I'm pretty sure that was the name of it, the Little White Chapel. It's close to downtown. You can actually walk from the chapel down to Fremont. It's that close. Merc3 says that NASCAR, they are about to make a left turn. Oh my God, they are making another left turn. Joke. Yeah. Yeah, NASCAR is something that you have to understand to really be into. It's the pit stops and the thinking that goes into getting 2 tires versus 4, not topping off the gas tank, as opposed to there's a whole chess game that's being played there that people don't realize on the racetrack. It's a game of chess. Good Samaritan law in America. That's right. Good Samaritan law. You're protected because you're trying to help, baby. Dennis Brock says, here you just look at them. Yeah, Dennis, that's if you see stuff on Facebook, a lot of people will, it's odd enough that a lot of people will not help out. They see somebody down and they just walk right past them. What is that? I mean, that can't be a cultural thing. Actually, it must be a cultural thing, right? How can you watch somebody get hit by a motorcycle and just keep walking? I don't know. Seems odd to me. Every now and then I have to adjust the vents on that aircon because it's broken. Weird Squad Entertainment. I asked my wife to watch you on here. Can you give a shout out to her as Christine Florindo? Okay. Hello to Christine Florindo. And where are you? If you're close to where I live, where is that? Where do you live? Give me a barangay number or something if you're watching. Hello, Christine Florindo. Thank you for watching the live chat from North Caloocan City, baby, where the city meets the province. And Christine, I live right behind Zabarte Town Center Mall in the Palmera Springs subdivision, if you're wondering. Don't do what you were never trained to do. I don't do open heart surgery. Yeah. Yeah, Ken R, they start filming with their phones. Tape it up some. Dennis Brock says to tape it up some. No shit, Brian. In the U.S. You were in the U.S., you fell halfway down the Huntington Beach cliffs a few years ago and broke a few ribs. Shit. Nobody stopped to help you. That's just rude Californians, you know? They're too into themselves. The AC. Yeah. Tape it up some. No, it's just the vents are broken. So you adjust it and it falls back down. You have to put it back up again. You guys know what I mean. Thanks, Merc. Merc 3. Merc 3's always got a brother's back, man. Must be something in that Michigan water. That Michigan tap water. Oh, diba? Must be something in that Michigan tap water. Yeah. Yeah. Lazy people. It's probably right. Sad but true. Probably right. Trout piss. Trout piss. That's funny, but appropriate for the state of Michigan. Isn't there like more lakes in the state of Michigan than I thought I read that somewhere? My dear friend that was the best man at our wedding lived in, oh, God, I don't remember where he lived, but he was in the boonies in Michigan. He was a marijuana farmer. Made a killing at it, too. Yeah, Great Lake State. I thought I read somewhere that Michigan had more lakes. I'm probably wrong about that, though. It's probably, I know Wisconsin has a shitload of lakes, too. Christine lives close to the DeParo High School. DeParo High School. Ah, I know where that's at. DeParo High School. Ah, Caloocan, Metro Manila. DeParo High School. Let's see what comes up here on Google Maps. There's one in Quiapo. There's one in Cabatuan. And there's one in Yacal. DeParo High School, Yacal, Caloocan City North. I'm going to say that's probably where she's at. Let's see here. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. I see now. She's down by... Let's see here. Oh, for some reason, my... Okay, there's home. Okay, yeah, I see where she's at. Yeah, that's not walking distance, but not too far. She's down by Barangay 169. I see that. Okay. Very nice. It's showing an 18-minute drive from my house to get there. So, yeah, close, but not too close. Okay, wait. Christine lives close. Okay. She's at Bagumbang, yeah. What's my location? Palmyra Springs subdivision. I'm Barangay 175. I'm north of her. Okay, Barangay 175. I live right behind the Zabarte Town Center Mall. Zabarte Town Center Mall, if you're listening. So I'm north of you. I'm north, northeast a little bit. There's probably quite a bit of traffic between where you live and where I live. Because those roads are, not good, man, most of the time. Thank you, Weird Squad Entertainment Vlogs. Great to talk with you too, brother. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're a subscriber of my channel. You must be, or you wouldn't be here, I'm thinking. I don't know. Brian Hatcher, do you have any challenge coins or command coins from the Marine Corps? No, I don't. I don't, Brian, and you know what? I'm not even sure what that is. Not even sure what that is. A challenge coin or a command coin? I would imagine the command coin has your unit on it, right? I will bring you a few. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. That'll be fun. November, I'll be ready to get away. Add me on Facebook. Talk about being put on the spot. I don't know. I don't know if that's cool. Show up in my live chat a few more times, and then we'll connect on Facebook. How's that? Merc 3. Question. Merc 3. Wow. Now I got the impression that was not the case with you. I thought you had that under control. Merc 3, you bring up a topic that I love to talk about, by the way. You bring up a topic, brother, that I absolutely love to talk about. What happens if you scold or discipline your stepchildren? I know what happens here, and it's not pleasant. I don't even... Merc 3, I'll just tell you this. It took me... I thought that I would be able to... I thought I'd be able to come in here and do that. And I don't mean discipline them. I mean point out that there's some things that need to be changed and some things that need to improve on. And you just don't do that, man. It's pointless. And I'll tell you this, you guys. For all of you guys who are expats or expiring expats, who are meeting Filipinas, want to come here and be in a big, wonderful Filipino family, I'll tell you this. Melanie, Dennis Brock, 100% right, yeah. Melanie said to me one day, you know, because I was running my mouth about the kids being, you know, I don't want to use the L word because, you know, it could be offensive. I'll just say that my stepkids have motivational problems, okay? Melanie told me one day, you know, we were getting along just fine before you got here. And that spoke volumes to me. So I just don't say anything else at all ever again. It's completely pointless. And I just hope for the best. I'm just hoping for the best. You know? My stepson got his report card. He's a D student. You know? He's a D student. That's in every class. And he's in a private school. And the stepdaughter's not much better. She's about a C student. So I'm just hoping for the best, you guys. But yeah, you don't come over here trying to change anything, and yeah, I'm the sole financial provider. That means absolutely nothing here. Nothing. Robert Liebold, how far are you from, oh, sorry, this chat is flashing, sorry. Robert Liebold, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. How far are you from Tunco Wet Market and Carino Highway? How about Serrato Homes? Robert Liebold, Carino Highway runs right through Caloocan, sort of. Actually, Cameron Road turns into what's called, is it Cameron Road? Turns into Carino Highway? Yes. Zabarte Road also turns into Carino Highway. I'm very close to those areas, okay? With no traffic, about 10 minutes in a car, okay? Very close. Brian Hatcher says, I'll add you on October 4th. He's in Facebook jail. Facebook, I can't imagine. How do you go to Facebook jail, but you don't go to Instagram jail? Vermont, it's 12:04 a.m. Yes, it's 12:05 p.m. here in the Philippines. Merc 3 says it depends on how you discipline your kids. Yeah, what happened to your kid's biological father? Brian Hatcher, you are correct. And I'm just going to pray Melanie doesn't see this because she'll kill me for saying that. My kids, yeah, eat and play video games. That's pretty much it. I'm praying for the best, baby. But it ain't looking good for me. I'm telling you that right now. And I can't say anything about it. Nothing I can say about it. I'm just a foreigner here. Brian Hatcher, the kid's biological father just split, like most of them do here. When things got tough, he hit the road and found a younger girl that didn't have kids. And then he started all over. He's got kids with a new girl now. So he's, you know, it's like talking to the wall. Wow, Dennis. You know, Dennis, you and I need to connect a lot more, I think, through, maybe I can Facebook call you sometime. You sound like somebody I could unload on. He just knows it all. Every time I say something, Dennis is like, yeah, it's like talking to a wall. You know, and Dennis, I'm so surprised by that. You know, going back, when I was a visitor here to the Philippines, I had no idea the kids were like that. They have no desire to help their mother around the house, or it's just so disappointing. I'm just so disappointed. I love them to death. They're very cute kids, and they love me, obviously. And it's just heartbreaking. It really is. But if I say something, then I get in trouble. Melanie won't talk to me for the day. Merc3 says, why do you do that? You just throw trash on the ground. Why are you not thinking? Someone has to pick it up. Are you just lazy? Yeah, I've been through all that, Merc3. I used to say those things out loud verbally, and then no one would talk to me for 24 hours. So I just realized that I can't say anything at all about it. It's not my place. I'm just hoping for the best. You guys pray with me. Please, somebody help me. The situation is dire. It really is. It's just dire. It's a dire situation to be in. But I'm here now, for better or for worse. This is my life. I've got to deal with it. And I've got to make the best of it. And I have to be happy with it. By all accounts, I have to be happy with it. It's just the way it has to be. Weird Squad Entertainment, may I ask you, sorry guys, the chat keeps flashing. May I ask you, could you own property in the Philippines if you're born in America? By the way, I'm wanting to just stay in the Philippines and never come back to USA unless to visit. Weird Squad, you're going to have to get married to that Filipina. Your Filipina can own property, but you cannot. You can only own a condominium here. No, yes. I will be moving the stepson to public school if he gets failing grades. Yeah. I guess we just wait for the next scorecard to come out. Yeah, Brian. I don't know, man. It's let's talk about something else, because talking about that just gets me down. It makes me depressed. Mercury 3, I ask where the dad is, and he pays nothing. Does nothing have nothing? If you want me to call him, son, let me be dad. Son, let me be dad. Yeah. Yeah, again, Merc 3. I thought it would be a lot different. I thought I would be able to have some influence on them and to help them become better people. But it turns out I'm just offensive. They view me as being an offensive person because I'm pointing out things that they're doing wrong. My stepson asked Melanie one day, why is he such an insulting person? That's the way they view me. I'm just insulting them. So, for those of you who don't know, you can't point out things that your kids are doing wrong because you're insulting them. And that's causes them to lose face. So I don't know how people discipline kids here. It doesn't seem like anything you could ever do. Brian Hatcher, have you thought about giving them an allowance to get them motivated? They get 50 pesos every day from their mother. Well, it's not really from their mother, it's from me, but they've always gotten 50 pesos a day when they go to school. Silence is golden. Dennis Brock says that's not a good thing to do. Okay. What did I say? Dennis said that's not a good thing to do, and I'm not sure what he's talking about. Sorry, Dennis. How much is private school? It's cheap. I would say for both of our kids to go to private school is about $100 a month, 100 USD a month. Charles Brand, hello from South Caloocan. We were just there. I'll be putting a video up in a couple of days. Melanie had to go to the Registry of Deeds in South Caloocan. And then we walked up and down 10th Avenue where all the motorcycle shops are. South Caloocan. Yeah. What a busy place. Wow. I'm glad that I live in North Caloocan. Yes, Brian, I'm really good at darts. I have this weird hand-eye coordination thing. You know what I mean? Pool and darts, very good at. Used to play darts God, almost 24/7 several years back with a bunch of my friends. I have a weird hand-to-eye coordination thing that's just, I'm good at those things. I don't have to practice. It is good for the most part here. Okay, Mark 3, I think you're talking about. Yeah, Ken R, the discipline should come from the mom. Yeah. We need to get on a different subject. Yeah, exactly. Merc 3, Filipinos view discipline as being disrespectful or insulted. And that's the way I'm viewed in my own home. I'm just an insulting person. You're not supposed to point out things that people do wrong ever here. This is a culture where nobody does anything wrong. You know, no one ever does anything wrong. So you have to live here to understand that. You have to live here to visually see it and witness it. But you can't, the last thing you ever want to do is point out that somebody's doing something wrong. It's just going to put you in a lot of trouble. You're going to be labeled as an asshole, and no one's going to like you because you're not playing the cultural game. I'm just grateful that Melanie will probably not see this. Melanie wouldn't watch a 2-hour video from me, so I think I'm safe to say the things I need to say now. Oh shit! What was that? Oh. Maddie knocked my flashlight over, scared the shit out of me. My mag light from the US. Orba? Yeah, Charles Brand. Here in America, okay. The Filipinos are not used to being disciplined. Yeah, discipline is disrespectful. Yeah, you're right. Dennis says to leave them in the private school. I agree. It's the only chance they stand at doing anything. But again, my stepson, we just got his grade card, a week ago, and the teacher says he just doesn't even try. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Here in America, he has no choice. He's a good son, but slow and lazy with chores. Yeah. My son's mom, Brian Hatcher, says that his son's mom accused me of being too strict. Yeah. I don't think they get, I don't think there's, and this is just what I've witnessed. I don't think there's any such thing as discipline here. I've had such a struggle with my stepkids. I really have. Just trying to get them to, I don't know. It's depressing me. Charles Brand, say something wrong and the wife's tempo sets in. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's really hard. You can vent on me in November. Yeah, Brian, you'll be glad when I'm probably only going to be there for 3 days. You'll probably be glad when I'm gone. You'll be like, God, thank God. I finally got rid of Philo. I'll be so happy, man, to run around with somebody that speaks English and I can have a full conversation with. You're going to go, man, I'm so glad I got rid of that guy. And then you'll probably unsubscribe from me because he's psychotic. You can vent on me in November. I'm a good listener. I will get you some stuff from the BX at Camp Pendleton. Yeah, Merc 3. Yeah. Imagine the situation that I'm in, you know. And my stepkids have watched some of their uncles and some of their cousins who are in their 20s and never had a job. So imagine the situation that I'm in, where I'm looking down the road, you know, I'm trying to be hopeful. You know, my kids are just average students, and I'm just thinking to myself, my God, what are the chances? I don't know. Brian says, no, I'm good. Okay. All right, Brian Hatcher. Well, we're on, brother. November, we are on. We're on like Donkey Kong, baby. Like they say in Southern California. It's on like Donkey Kong. Dennis. We're supposed to be changing the subject here. I know that, Dennis. I'm going to support them till the day they die, probably. Till the day I die. Well, I'm in deep shit. Dennis knows it. I know it, Dennis. But hey, I can always dream, right? Don't they say it's okay to have a dream? Didn't Martin Luther King say that? They'll be living with you till they're 30 or 40. Dennis, you know what, brother? You are my Philippines brother for sure, because that's the classic statement. I actually have had that nightmare a few times, you know? I don't know. I don't know, Dennis. Brian Hatcher on like Donkey Kong. Thanks, Brian. Brian's coming. We've got somebody else. I've got somebody else coming in November too. I have a broken iPhone 10 that I bought Melanie in January. It just seized up, and they won't fix it here in the Philippines. So Melanie's cousin lives in San Francisco, and her best friend is coming to Angeles in November as well, and we're going to deliver the iPhone to her, and she's going to take care of the iPhone back to the U.S. for us. And Melanie's cousin is going to take it to the Apple store and get it repaired. Should still be under warranty. It just died. I don't know. And they won't fix it here. We go to the Apple store here, they say they can't fix it. Yeah, Merc 3, you're lucky. Charles Brand. Are we enticing a little day drinking in Charles Brand? I tell you what, you guys, you know. November 10th. Hey, isn't that the Marine Corps birthday? You're arriving on the Marine Corps birthday. 10 November, 1776, baby. 10th of November. Okay. Gotcha, Brian. I'm going to get a room at the Orchid Inn, which is right next door to where you're staying. The Orchid Inn and that place you're staying, something is just 10 paces, baby. Merc 3, I was married for 20 years to a Western woman. I am seasoned. Yeah, I was too. I had a 20-year Western relationship. Central Park Tower, that's where you're staying. Yeah, Central Park Tower and Orchid Inn are right next door to each other. And Orchid Inn is just walking distance from this little bar that I frequent that's really fun. Dennis Brock is going to take a bus up. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we'll be doing, we'll do several more live chats before that time. So, and Dennis, you and I are hooked up on Messenger, so it's going to be a party. We're going to bar hop in Angeles. What's a good hotel in Angeles City? Merc, there's so many, dude. There's too many to even list. I don't know K Hotel, though. Is that short for something? Or is that the actual name of the hotel? Great Rooftop Hotel. I don't know K Hotel. Charles Brand, God, it's cheap. I was just there about a month ago. Let's see if I can look at I think it was only 1,200 pesos. 1,200 a night, and the room was not. The room was nice. It's actually it's Aussie owned, the Orchid Inn, and it's considered kind of middle of the road, but I mean it was really nice. All the staff was really cool. I really enjoyed it for my first stay there, Orchid Inn. Wild Orchid is also known as a good place to stay, but yeah, I think it was like 1,200 a night on Agoda. I got it through Agoda. Yeah, super cheap. I mean, what is that? $30, something like that. Or no, sorry, 1,200 a night. Well, yeah, that's right. It's less than $30. Yeah, ABC. Oh, on Friendship, the K Hotel on Friendship. Yeah, that's where all of the best deals are. Is down there close to Koreatown in Friendship. Yeah, Aqua Beach Club, awesome. Did you watch that video, Brian, that Melanie and I did? Melanie was. Did you watch that that Aqua Beach Club the video we did? It was good. It came out pretty good. Melanie was super sexy there. My wife's hot. Vlog the time down in AC. Oh, I don't know. Somebody spotted me in Angeles. He was in the live chat last week, but he didn't come up to me and say anything. But he knew it was me, and he was right. He described what day he saw me, and he was right on target, man. There's no way. I mean, it's 100% chance he spotted me, but he didn't come up and say anything. So that's too bad. If you see me in public, come up and shake my hand. Because I want to know it's you, and I want to know that you're a subscriber. You know, there's nothing cooler than that, you guys. Except for this, really. You know, when we do a chat and you guys come in and talk, so cool. What do you think are top 3 things that would help the most to assist the people of the Philippines with human development? Infrastructure, of course. No, yes, yes. You are 100% correct. 100% correct on everything you're saying there. Hey, Rory, how you doing, buddy? On my older videos, my wife wore a bikini and didn't seem shy. I don't know. I mean, she only wore. Oh, I guess we've done a lot of pool videos, huh? Yeah, Merc 3, we've done a lot of videos at the pool, so Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know. They're just kind of shy that way. No, I'm not even close. Brian Hatcher, I'm not even close to being Philly in the Philippines. I've got a long way to go. I got to send that guy a message and see if he'll plug me again. Give me a plug on one of his chats or one of his videos. Really good, Rory. We're just hanging out. I think Merc 3 is, Merc 3's not day drinking, but I think Merc 3's doing a little drinking. I'm not even close. I don't know what I need to do. But your wife wore a bikini in Boracay, but she will not wear one in her hometown. Do you mean her hometown of Michigan or her hometown of the Philippines? Because it's weird. I mean, Melanie wears like an extra bra underneath, an extra pair of panties underneath the bikini. So they're kind of weird that way too. I always ask her, why are you wearing an extra bra underneath Angeles City? Oh, really? Rory Thomas said he had to get laundry soap and Jolly Bee. Nice. Laundry soap. We're buying I think it's 11 kilos from S&R. And wow, it lasts a long time, man. And Melanie says the quality of the soap is pretty good, the S&R soap. It's just the S&R brand. It's in an 11 kilo barrel, bucket. Slim Jim. Yeah, we're all over the place. Slim Jim, we're all over the place, man. Merc 3. Yeah, you guys just crack me up. You guys just crack me up. Some of the shit you guys say. Rory Thomas is still trying to get used to not getting small medical items. Band-Aids, aspirin. Yeah. I bought giant bottles of like Advil, and I'm on the one aspirin a day, for the heart attack thing. I haven't had a heart attack yet, but yeah, Slim Jim in the house. I have read so much about aspirin therapy, you guys, and if you're, if you can get on that one aspirin a day, do it. It's just the plain. Wait a minute, I'll show you. Where's my? Oh, what did I do with that bottle of aspirin? Oh man, where'd my big bottle go? Melanie's always moving stuff on me. Oh well, it's just the. It's kind of weird. Anyway, just the cheap aspirin, from Walmart. I don't know where I bought big bottles, 500 tablets. Go easy on this guy today. Yeah, Dennis. Oh, do you you're Dennis Brock. You're on the one day aspirin a day. Yeah. The problem with being the Merc 3, no Walmart here. We have a there's some type of a Walmart store, but Slim Jim in the house. Brian Hatcher. Hope we make you feel better. Always, Brian. Can't find a sale in bottles. I do an 81 milligram a day aspirin, but can't do it. So I am 100 grams. The H effect. Hello, brother. How are you? You're online and delivering here, Roy Thomas. There's no Walmart. Have I checked the other barracks room? So how is online shopping from the U.S. delivery to here? Yeah, H effect. It's Walter Mart. But that's not really Walmart. But it's kind of it's, I don't know. I haven't been in a Walter Mart. I got to go check one out. We've got one going towards Nova Liches, I think. Yeah, Slim Jim, I don't know. I was even told by my doctor in the U.S. that it was a good idea to do this. I don't know. The one thing I've noticed is you bleed like crazy. The smallest little scratch, and man, do you bleed. I am fairly healthy at 53 years old. I just thought I've read so much about how good it was. I don't know about side effects or the negative side of it. But yeah, you're right. You should probably research. There was research that was released yesterday, he says. Okay. Prices are fair, cheaper than SM, says H Effect. That's alcohol. Merc 3. Ah, the VA has you on too high pressure. High blood pressure. Slim Jim says it can cause bleeding through organs. Okay. Did we confuse you? H Effect, I'm always been confused. Is the Philippine Post still untrustworthy? Brian, I have received anything that I have ordered, and I've ordered a few things, including some motorcycle helmets. Like anything that I've ordered, I've received. I've never been stiffed on anything. So it's always come right to the house. Or what happens is you get a note on your gate that you have to go to the post office, which is close, and pick the package up. I've probably ordered 10 things. More than that, actually. If I count the stuff I've ordered through Lazada, I've ordered. Of course, Lazada is going to be different, right? But I have always gotten everything. There's never been a problem. Is the Philippines okay? Aspirin and a lock. Aspirin and a lock. My organs are trash, so it didn't matter now. Slim Jim says that Phil Post is still the same. You pay your money and take your chances. Yeah. Rory says, if your organ is bleeding, it's not aspirin. I think that's the other organ, Rory. I don't think he's talking about that organ. That organ only bleeds after a long weekend in on-helicity. Oh, did I say that out loud? Just went to the VA today. I learned I'm messed up and drink too much. Oh. I'm not going to need the VA to tell me that. Brian Hatcher, depends on your location. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the location, that's true. for the Phil post. It thins the blood too much. Ah. Well, you know what, Slim Jim? I'm wondering if maybe every other day might be a better concept. I've been on an aspirin a day for about a year now. I wonder if, I mean, how can so many medical people support it? I mean, there's always going to be a right and a left, I guess. Or maybe that's not really the case, but you know what I mean. There's always going to be, maybe every other day would be a better idea. Maybe 3 times a week, twice a week. I don't know. I'm doing it because, you know, I'm in the Philippines now, and we all know the medical's not great here. You know, you're not in Kansas anymore. If I was in the U.S., I wouldn't be so worried about it. People don't die of heart attacks in the U.S. Here, you can die of a heart attack. It was debunked yesterday. Now we wait for the drug companies to reply. Oh. Can you, I can always look back in the chat and see where you said you found that at. You said it was something that was released in Australia. Okay, I got it now. Never mind. ABC News Australia. Rory Thomas says, Slim Jim, that is what the blood pressure meds do, coupled with the aspirin lowers the risk of heart attack. The thinning is to assist in case of arteries get hard from bad cholesterol and varicose veins. Yeah. Yeah, I will, Brian. So a couple of things on my list I need to really get done. Number 1 is my AdSense account, get it fixed. And number 2 is get that damn Phil Health. Yeah, I will, Slim Jim. How much is Phil Health for foreigners? It went way up. I believe it's, last time I looked, it was $17,000 for a year of coverage. If I'm not mistaken, Phil Health covers 1/2 of all of your medical expenses. Yeah, 17,000 pesos is $300. What is that? $314 for 1 year of medical coverage. Yeah. Not bad. And I mean, for a Filipino, it's super cheap. It's like 200 pesos a month or something crazy. It's hard to believe that a foreigner used to pay 200 pesos a month too. Merck 3 had a blood clot in his leg 6 years ago, was on Lovanax and Cmon for a year, no alcohol. A bad year, yeah. That would be a bad day for me. First step, if a heart attack is onset, is 381 milligram aspirin under the tongue to reduce any further damage to the heart. Okay. TRICARE works there if you register it. I don't think I'm eligible for TRICARE. Charles Brand says he's been on aspirin for 10 years and it only caused him to get older and uglier. Well, that's something to look forward to. Thanks, Charles. The VA in Manila and St. Luke's Hospital. Yeah. There's a St. Luke's in Quezon City, even. Ah, Rory Thomas, you're very lucky. I do not go to the VA clinic in Manila. I was not. I was turned down for basic medical care by the VA because I made too much money. Maybe now that I'm retired and have no income, I can reapply and maybe I'll be approved. I don't know. You should be able to do it at the U.S. Embassy. You should be able to do that at the U.S. Embassy, Rory, I would think. Maybe if you know Rique Velez, maybe send him a message. He might have some information on that. Although I don't think Rique is military. Merc 3, you've had 2 mild heart attacks. Wow. Dennis says you have to go to the VA up there. Oh, do you have to go in? You have to go to Manila, maybe. So maybe you have to, maybe you have to go to Manila. Rique's maybe Taco Militia. Taco Militia. Are you referring to his diet? I'll tell you what, there's one guy that's got some money. He spends some money. He must have done really good. He seems to have no budget. I'd love to be him because I could never. Oh yeah, me too. I'm from Southern California, H effect. So there's nobody in this world that misses Mexican food more than me. Nobody. Maybe Rique, because Rique's from Southern California too. Rory says he's in the VA healthcare system since 2009, so you just need to register here. Okay. U.S. Embassy in Manila. Oh, okay. He loves Mexican restaurants. Yeah. Very hard to find any Mexican food where I live. Most of it's just. I mean, I haven't even found any. I don't even know where you would go or where to start. No, yes, yes. Why do Phil's men often leave their wife and kids? Good question. My kids were left by my stepkids. I don't know. I guess because no one's ever held responsible for anything they do here. You can get away with it. I don't know. Anybody know why that happens so much? Or does anybody have a better theory than mine? Register in the USA at the VA, and Manila is not connected to the USA. Oh, yeah, that's true. Hello, Weird Squad Entertainment Vlogs. You're back. H Effect says all crap. Okay, I missed something. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Mexican food. Yeah, it's horrendous. Or it'll be some variation of Mexican food with mayonnaise squeezed all over it. Mayonnaise and banana ketchup. Oh, I got to tell you guys this story. I've been waiting to do a live chat to tell you this story. Roy Thomas, so do I register with FMP, then go to Manila VA and register? Okay, you guys help out Roy Thomas if you know. Slim Jim says they do not like responsibility. Okay, we're talking about Filipino men that leave their wife and kids. HFX says for the same reason that Americans do it. Okay. Weird Such Entertainment Vlog says, I'm such a fan now. Thank you, sir. And Dennis Brock says, because they can. They leave because they can. Yeah, that's right. It's very easy. What's the Filipino going to do about it? It's not like the USA where you can actually go after the man and get money from him. They can't really do that here, right? You think, what are the... Joey James says, you think, what are the underlying causes of poverty in the Philippines? The underlying causes of poverty. I'm going to need help with that one too, guys. Underlying causes of poverty here in the Philippines. A big part of it is, I think, is the government. Thank you, Ken R, for coming by. You think you are the underlying causes of poverty. Okay. We all know you love spicy food and Frank's hot sauce. Yeah. If there's a medical emergency here, the VA will take me. Oh, okay. Because I'm a veteran? Yeah. Yeah, no consequences. That's right, Merc3. You don't have to own up to anything here in this society. No one's going to call you on it. Rory Thomas says that he thinks poverty is mainly from the education that they get at school, or the lack of, maybe. Slim Jim says too many people and a lack of money. Dennis Brock says too many people. No father, no education, no consequences for bad decisions. Dennis Brock says no jobs. Yeah. Building items at a fair wage. Yeah. And from what I've witnessed, you guys, not to be offensive to anyone, this is just something that I've witnessed in my own family. A lot of the men just don't want to work. They don't want to have responsibility. Like, I think it was said, somebody said lack of responsibility. A lot of the men just don't want to work. Why should you work if you've got a sister that's, an OFW and she's sending you money? Where's your incentive to go off and earn for yourself? Weird Squad Entertainment. My father was in the Army from 86 to 02. He was logistics and MP as well as a drill sergeant, rank at E8. Went to the Gulf War and a few others. Very nice. Very nice to hear. Merc3, yeah, only today matters. That's true. There's no thought about Filipinos, even, most of the people in my own family, my wife included, they just think about today. Let's just get through today. Slim Jim said there's a crab mentality. Get successful and relatives all want a piece. So why succeed? Get successful and relatives all want a piece. Yeah. What exactly is a fair wage? Roy Thomas says. I don't know. We were talking about that an hour or so ago in the chat. I think we came to the conclusion that minimum wage is about 480 pesos a day, something like that. Robert Leibold says if you are in the VA system in America and you are moving to the Philippines, you can get all of your VA medical history on a disc and take it with you. Okay, that's good news. And Roy Thomas says the crab mentality is rampant here. Now, when you say crab mentality, yeah, Dennis Brock, the women are the ones who do all the work. Yeah. H effect, I hate that day-to-day thinking. Yeah, it's just, I was telling you guys earlier that I've got a brother-in-law, Melanie's brother, and then John Biani. You guys know John Biani. He's living here with us off and on here. I'm kind of supporting him. They just they have no desire to go and get a real job. I don't know. It just baffles me. I don't even know what to say about it. Okay? I can't even, it's just blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what to even say. It just baffles me. Can you imagine living in the U.S. and not working? Where would you be? And I tell them that, and they just look at me like, what do you know? You're a foreigner. I hate that day-to-day thinking. Can't teach a man to fish if he can get free fish from a relative. No incentive. Yeah. Merc3, I'm guilty as charged. That's one of the reasons that John Biani's working at the barbecue stand. He is our employee there. So, or they spend all their money on wants and forget about their needs. Yeah, H effect. True. Rory Thomas says, I brought all hard copies, okay, of his VA stuff. Good. Good to know. Yeah, I made tons of copies of everything and brought with me all the things that I thought one day I might need, or might have to show. All Filipinos have a cell phone, but no food. So true, Merc3. So true. And a load for the phone, yeah. Chat's jumping around again. Crab mentality. When one tries to elevate themselves, the rest pull them back down. Yeah. Yeah. Merc3 says the Spanish influence has something to do with that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's it sure is a tough culture, you guys, to mesh into. It sure is tough. But once you learn to keep your mouth shut, then it gets real easy. You just kind of... Brian Hatcher, so many vets suffer from PTSD, depression, etc. Livia offers a lot of mindfulness, meditation, yoga, free therapy sessions. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, the story I was going to tell. Now, Melanie, as you guys know, spent 10 months in the U.S. with me, so she got to like Mexican food. And she even got to like things that were a little bit spicy, getting away from that sweet palate that so many Filipinos have. So the other night, oh, what are you doing over here? Maddie? So the other night, we have a birthday party for Melanie's sister. Excuse me. For Melanie's sister's son. And Melanie made up this, somebody had bought actually some really good, somebody found, I don't know where they went shopping, but somebody found these really good tortilla chips like we have in the U.S. So Melanie made up a ground beef, like a spicy ground beef dip, right? Oh, man, it was so good. And I'm eating it. It's sitting on the table there. I'm eating this. I'm dipping the chips in here, and I'm just in heaven. I'm like, oh, man, this is so good. And what happens? Somebody comes up and squeezes mayonnaise all over the top of the spicy ground beef and stirs the mayonnaise in there and just ruins the whole dish. I just looked at him like, dude, what did you just do there? Are you kidding me? Okay. H effects of the Spanish have nothing to do with it. 3/4 of the USA is Spanish influenced, and many other countries. Yeah, people are not held accountable for anything ever here. The greatest Daniel Cormier, welcome to the chat, is asking me, how do I stand living in the Philippines? They are some crappy people in my experience. Oh, well, that's kind of a negative way to go. But anyway, when I first came to the house I rented here from the airport, we had a welcome party, friends and family I did not know and had not met. Yeah. Merc3 says it's a beautiful culture and people at the pure Filipino culture. I do love the Philippines. I complain a lot about what I love. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Joey James, yeah. Yeah, imagine what the USA would be like if foreigners weren't allowed to own property or own a business. What would the USA look like? I don't know. Very, very... Rory Thomas. Ah, you're telling a story. You sat by the gate to greet people, said hello to every person, and waited for a response, and not one person said hello back. Really? Or even looked at you? Well, no, that's unusual. Uh, that's unusual. I've never experienced anything like that. Although I do have family members that don't. Every one of the family members will say hi to me and be polite and smile, and I get the mono po from all the kids. But after that, most of my family members won't even speak to me. They don't want to deal with the whole English thing, you know. They just rather not deal with it. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I'm still pissed off that they ruined my wife's beautiful Mexican dish with all that mayonnaise. Ugh. Thankfully, I got to eat some of it before they ruined it. Say hi to me too, Dennis Brock. They will use the "I am shy" excuse. Yeah, yeah, Slim Jim. Um, Again, most of my family members do not talk to me. There's a couple that do. My stepdaughter speaks very, very fluent English. She is gets awards in school because she speaks English so well. Rory Thomas says that was August 10th, and you've had no issues since. You didn't let them take the late Sean with them. Good. Good for you. Good for you for standing your ground, and good luck with that, man, because I have learned that standing your ground and being vocal about things here is the absolute wrong thing to do. Um, but I hope it works out for you. I hope you get somewhere with it. I have just learned to be silent and never say anything about anything that's wrong. If you see something that's wrong, never point it out, never say anything about it. That's your best bet. Brian Hatcher, how's your sister in Seattle doing? She's doing awesome. She just got a new job with Kaiser Permanente. Merc3 says if you have a party, the guests think they can take the food and drinks. Yeah. Roy Thomas says my father-in-law was with us until last week when he decided to tell me how to raise my kids. He raised 3 drug addicts and 3 deadbeats. Uh-oh. Yeah, Rory, I hope that you stay in touch with me because I'm interested to find out. It sounds to me like you came here just recently and because boy, did I learn some lessons about being vocal and trying to correct things. I think the main underlying cause of poverty in the Phils is the culture. Yeah. Family will always feed you and more. The government church could do more to motivate people to help themselves too. Yeah, too dependent. Rory Thomas, I told him if he does not like me as a parent, he can leave my home. Haven't seen him since. Harmony has been established. Okay. Hats off to you, Rory, for stepping up to the plate like that. I hope you get away with it. Only time will tell. I'd love to throw the gauntlet like that, man. But when I did, it just caused nothing but big problems for me in my life. So. H Effect said, you stood your ground and made a line that I won't cross. After that, you got respect. Okay. Dennis said they'll take all the leftovers with them. Yeah. Yeah. Rory's the man. Why don't you take a bus over to my house? I got some people you can put in line. Slim Jim says my wife is not a Catholic and all her family are self-employed or have great jobs. Ah. Wow, Slim Jim. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I think I'm about to shut down too. I'm starting to lose my voice. Thanks for coming in, Dennis. Great to see you again. I have done it, thrown the gauntlet. Some love it and come back. Some never returned. And less stress. Yeah. Yeah. Mario Santos, hello. Thank you for joining the chat. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm about to shut down. But thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming. Losing my voice. Rory says, I think is because I have 2 pensions. I know they will hang around, which is fine, but they've learned not to bite the hand that feeds them. Yeah. Well, yeah, Rory, I need to reapply for my VA, basic medical. I was turned down because I made 6 figures in the U.S., of course, and I had, now that I'm retired living in the Philippines, maybe I would be accepted. I don't know. I should probably at least try. It won't hurt me to try, right? I got scammed. Oh, I don't know. I did apply in the U.S., and I got a letter back from the VA saying that, I made too much money I made too much money and had too many benefits already to receive basic medical care from the VA. Yeah, Arnaldo, very good point. Doctors that go to the U.S. to be nurses. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, Rory. At the time, I was gainfully employed, and had beautiful health insurance. I didn't care. I just thought, I'm a veteran. I should apply for this. I thought, I should apply for this and see what happens. And I've got the letter right here. I saved it, along with all the, it goes according to disability and years of service. Well, I have no disability from the military. I'm not claiming that. I'm not claiming any sort of disability from the military. Does that make any sense to anybody, you guys? I'm not claiming any sort of a disability from my service in the military. Okay, 0. I was just applying for basic medical care because I knew I would be moving to the Philippines one day, and I thought, hey, if I have this, that would be cool to have living in the Philippines. So, yeah, Arnaldo, you're correct. I left the U.S. because I couldn't find really viable work after I was laid off. I mean, I could find a job, but it was making half of what I was making before, so which is pointless. Roy Thomas, I was only in the service for 5 years. Okay. Brian, yes, I did apply. I applied through the VA Long Beach online. That was who I applied through. It was actually pretty simple. Well, actually, it took me a little while to fill out the forms. It was a little while to fill out the forms, and then I got a letter in the mail where I was denied. Did you ever go to medical for anything in the 5 years? Rory, do you mean was I injured in the military? Was I ever injured? No. I had a dentist that really screwed me up when I was over there, but no, Lefty, I did not go to Vietnam. I'm a young man. I'm still a young guy. I'm only 53. No, nothing like that, Rory. Nothing like that. I never had an ailment in the military the whole time I was in. I was a very young, healthy guy. Never was in a combat zone either. So I did go overseas, yes. Ship's nail. Ship's nail. I have all of my medical records on a microfiche. I just thought, for some reason, that basic medical, meaning like a physical a year or something, I would be granted that because of my service. But I guess that's not true. I think it used to be the case, and I think something changed in the U.S. I think something changed about it. I don't know. Rory, you seem, you seem pretty knowledgeable about the subject. I don't know. Yeah, I was at Camp Pendleton, Camp Horno, 83 to 87. Well, my service goes from 82 to 87 because I went into a delayed entry program. So my time in delayed entry counted. Lefty all around? Yes, that's what I have come to believe. I did not meet the requirements for a basic medical. Merc 3, I'm 47, and people ask me if I am a Vietnam vet. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was asked that when I was touring through Vietnam back in 2008. I was touring through Vietnam, and everybody asked me, were you here for the war, the American war? Drinking the water while there. Camp Pendleton water supply was claimed to contain too much lead and can look at Dissy for drinking the water while there. Oh, shit. But, Rory, I don't want to... Oh, really? Yeah. I don't want to do something like that, I don't want to say there's something wrong if there's not. I don't want to be one of those people. I just can't do it. My conscience won't allow me to go there. If I have a legitimate problem, I'm not working, Lefty, all around. I'm retired. No work for me. I couldn't find work in the U.S., so that's why I left the U.S. and came to the Philippines. Rory, you're saying, okay, so if benefits are there, get them. Shit, what's happening with this chat? Okay, so if benefits are there, get them, or the government will take the money for other things. Yeah. Arnoldo Johnson is saying, yeah, they only do service disabilities nowadays. I did 20 and got 20%. And they won't even give you additional monetary compensation now unless you have 30%. Okay. Yeah, Rory, or the leader of Emperador drink every night. Thanks, Merc 3. Lefty all around, I am not working in the Philippines. No, I'm not working. I'm not allowed to work here, really. I guess if you get a 13A visa, you can work. Guys, the dissy is per item, meaning I have 6 screws in my right ass. I can get a non-service connected pension when I turn 60. Lefty all around, I will be collecting a pension. Yes, I'm not collecting that pension yet because I'm too young. I will be collecting it soon, though. A non-service connected pension when you turn 60. Oh. Yeah, no permit, no work there. Yeah, I think you have to have a 13A visa. If you have a 13A visa, I think you can work here, if I'm not mistaken. Lefty all around, I'm living on savings right now. Savings in a real estate sale in Southern California. Like I said, I had no choice. I worked for the company for 31 years. They laid me off because I made too much money. But they offered to hire me back at a different job for half the pay. So it's corporate America. I really had no choice but to move here to the Philippines and live with my wife and my 2 stepkids. I could no longer survive in Southern California, especially on half the pay I was making. I had a very good job. Very good, Rory. Sounds like you've got a good deal there. Sounds like you got a good deal there. Good deal there, Rory. 5 years of service is 20% of your pension from military service. Oh, really? Yeah, Lefty, I just had no choice. Alex Marcial Jr., there was no severance pay. Nothing. They just let me go. Jay Mees, what type of work did you do? I was a line technician for a communications company. A line technician for a communications company. I worked on the mainline trunk and fiber optic network for a communications company. Very good job, very high paying, very stressful, but very high paying. Arnaldo is asking, but look into other VA benefits. Example, if they give veteran, the consulate can sponsor you to work possibly if hired. Lefty all around, I am legally married. Yes, sir. Alex Marcial Jr., wow, 18. No, the company was Cox Communications. Cox Communications in the U.S. They are the 3rd largest internet provider in the U.S. I worked for them for 31 years. I do have a 401, Merc 3, I do have a 401k as well. I have never touched it. I invested in my 401k for 30 years. I've never touched it. It's still there. The consulate can sponsor you to work. Arnaldo Johnson, are you talking about a job at the U.S. Embassy? What are you talking about? Did I miss something in the chat? Damn. It's moving so fast now that... Merc 3, I bought out my 401k in government service before I retired medically from the Army. His wife can use it as well. Did you go the GI Bill? Did you do the GI Bill? No, did not. Caloocan North? I'm in Caloocan North, Lefty all around. I'm not in Caloocan South. Caloocan South is Metro Manila. I'm in Caloocan North. GI Bill back in the 80s. No, I did not. Yeah, Cox is like Comcast, Arnaldo Johnson. Big company. Alex Marcial Jr., I'm not quite a millionaire. Well, I'm a millionaire in the Philippines several times over. It only takes 20,000 USD to be a millionaire here. But yeah, including my 401k, I don't anticipate running into any problems. I think we're going to be fine. I've got about 18 months before my pension starts, but we've got a lot of money in savings, so we should be fine. We did a lot of thinking about this and a lot of calculating before I actually moved to the Philippines, so I think we're going to be all right. Yeah, lefty all around. Filipinos are pretty cool. Spectrum and Frontier. Yeah, I was trying to get a job with Spectrum. They were only paying like $28 an hour, and it's nothing. That's nothing in Southern California. It's poverty level. Oh, a job in the U.S. Embassy. No shit. Arnaldo Johnson, thanks for that information. That's very interesting. I can't imagine. Would I have to have a residence visa to get that job, or would I be eligible for something? Hell, I would sweep floors just to have something to do. That'd be kind of fun. The juice. You got good juice. Thanks for joining the chat. You got good smoke in the Philippines, or is it bunco compared to in the States? What made you move? Okay, I hope you've been listening to that. I don't know how long you've been here. I was laid off by a U.S. company after 31 years, had no choice, had to move here. I have no idea about marijuana in the Philippines. Nobody in my family seems to smoke any pot, so I don't know anything about it. Really good smoke in Southern California, though, and you can buy it legally. Rory Thomas says you can work as a government civilian employee at the U.S. Embassy. You can be hired as a vet preference with, let me read this right now. You can be hired as a vet preference hire with them. Your wife can also use it to get hired there or with VA as well. Wow, I didn't know that. Alex Marcial Jr., you sold your house in Southern California. Great. What city? Be careful, sir, what you say about your pay online. Don't be a target. Yes. Don't talk about your pay online. I once had 1 million pesos, then woke up the day after with a hangover. Yeah. The job in the U.S. Embassy is a federal job under the Department of States. Oh, very nice. The juice. Okay. U.S. citizens should not need a visa working for the U.S. government. Oh, I see. Don't talk about that, brother. Could be a troll. Ah. I think you're talking about the marijuana guy. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about either. He could be talking about vaping. U.S. citizens should not. Okay. Don't talk about that. Okay. Only diplomats get jobs at the embassy. Okay. All other jobs, including security, is always local hires. I see. They kill dope addicts there. That's true. They do. Make me a wrench and I'll be a moderator for you. It's okay. We don't need to throw anybody out of the room yet. I think everyone's behaving very well. Yeah. Families in Southern California who make $100,000 are now eligible for welfare. Yeah. Southern California is a super expensive place to live. A lot of places in the U.S. are expensive. U.S. citizens do not need a visa to work at the embassy. The embassy is U.S. ground. Marijuana is completely legal there now, irregardless of medical condition due to the war on drugs. Don't take any chances. Yeah, you can get 12 years for a little bit of Mary Jane. 12 years. Lefty got lost, bro, or get on topic. Families in Australia earning $250,000 get child care assistance. Wow. I think the gentleman who is hosting the channel could be the judge on that. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just chatting and having fun. We're okay, right? We haven't said anything that we have to worry about. Oh, Ontario, California. Okay. Alex Marcial, I was living in Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Rancho Santa Margarita, California, where nothing meets nothing. Actually, just over the mountain from you, over Saddleback Mountain, is Rancho Santa Margarita. That's where I was living. I think the gentleman. What was the average annual income here? Wonder what the average annual income here is. Oh, in Philippines, average annual income. It ain't much. Melanie's sister works in a call center. And I think she gets 22,000 a month. 22,000 pesos. I mean, which is, what is it, $1,000? Oh, sorry. $407. And she's in a call center. Yeah, $407 she's making. H Effect is getting 300,000 pesos with a decent job. Oh. The OC housewives are calling you back. $11 a day. Merc 3 reckons $11 a day. Organize and get unions going. That didn't sound like a Filipino to me. Rory Thomas, that would go beyond the 8-hour time frame that Filipinos live in. Filipinos live about 8 hours at a time, typically. To organize and get a union going, oh my God. Arnaldo Johnson, thank you so much for your information on this, okay? I appreciate that. Never knew anything at all about that. That was even something that was possible. Yeah. Oh man, Filipinos organizing. I mean that's funny. HFX says he pays 750 pesos a day at the rice mill. Well, that's pretty good pay, I think, in the Philippines. 750 pesos a day that sounds actually kind of high. I thought that minimum wage was 480. I might be quoting that incorrectly. I'm sorry if I am. I thought Melanie told me it was 480 was the minimum wage here, where we live. So I think it can be different depending on where you live. Yeah, H effect changes from province to province. Okay. Very good. Very cool, you guys. Mindoro is actually 350. Ah, I love Mindoro. Are you on Mindoro? Well, you must be. Why did I ask that? Lefty, most here depend on someone else working. Oh, and paying for the family. No jobs are here. Workers are really not. Yeah. Okay, Dennis. Thanks, buddy. Caloocan. Oh, you're in Caloocan, Mindoro. I love Mindoro. My favorite island in all the Philippines. Absolutely love the White Beach, Aninoan Beach area. We just love it there. My kids, my family, they all ask, when can we go back? So we got to go back sometime. Charles Brand says, I pay 500 a day and 3,000 pesos a month for house girl. 500 a day. So she's there 6 days a month? Is that what you mean? Province Education, who will work for that. How did I become a vlogger? I was just inspired, I guess. I was inspired by Rike and My Philippine Dreams, Ned and Michelle. The early My Philippine Dreams, Ned and Michelle, I thought was one of the greatest channels going. Who else was up and running back then? I used to watch this guy called So Yummy Kaya, who was really more of a comedy channel in Angeles City. But I was just kind of inspired by these guys to start vlogging myself. And I was making trips, so I bought a really nice camera. And you'll see, if you go back to the beginning of my stuff, you'll see that the quality changed greatly. I've watched Chris in Cebu. I've watched Chris in Cebu before, yeah. He's good. There's tons of Philippine vloggers now. Back in 2014, 2013, there weren't that many. Yeah, Brian's a good friend of mine. Philly in the Philippines, Brian's a really good friend of mine. We've gotten together several times. If you look down at my video list, you'll see several videos of Brian and I hanging out. Every time I hear a motorcycle, I think it's Mama coming home. Mercury 3 paid 3,000 pesos for Yaya in Iloilo. I've heard that somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 a month is actually a decent pay for a Yaya. That's a live-in that gets to eat your food and yeah, Merc 3. Jay and Bama. Yeah, I don't know about those guys. There's a lot of controversy around Bama. I don't really watch him, but every now and then, you know, just to get a laugh. Rory Thomas, oh, you came over from Brian. Thank you for that. I'm trying to get Brian to plug me again. I could use a few more subs myself. Arnaldo Johnson. Yeah, Brian's got 35,000 subs. When I met Brian for the first time, he had 7,000. Okay. And we did our videos together. If you look down on my video list, you'll see that Brian and I did the, it was Bike Week in Angeles City. He had 7,000 subs. And that was the 2nd of March, I think. So yeah, he got big fast. My favorite vloggers are Cheap Charlie Chronicles. Yeah, he's very good. My Philippine Journey. And Steve Montelli. Oh. And Philo in the Philippines. Lefty all around. Don't forget Philo in the Philippines. Thanks, Rory, for coming in. I don't know. I think I'm going to do Tuesday, every Tuesday now at 10 a.m. Philippines time. But I'll announce it in my videos, okay? I haven't decided. I think I'll try every Tuesday for sure, and then maybe once more during the week. Thanks so much for all your information. It's been a great help. Yeah, Merc 3. Yeah, Rory, a lot of great information. I appreciate it. Come by anytime, brother. And pass the word. Pass the word. Philo in the Philippines is, I've got a video to put up that's pretty cool. It's a walk around. It's a walk around with my son and dog. You guys love those, where we go to Palenque. That's going to be the next video up. Should be able to put that up tonight. It's I think it's only 10 minutes, so it should be pretty easy to put up. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay, guys, at 3 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to call that a chat. Thank you so much for joining the chat. I really, really appreciate all of you guys that come in here, and you guys make it fun. Lefty all round. Okay. Thanks for that. You sound like a fan of Riff Raff Radio, Lefty all around. Thanks a lot, Lefty. I appreciate that. Riff Raff Radio. Look it up. Look it up on YouTube, Lefty. Riff Raff Radio. You'll thank me. Thank you, Robert. Thanks, Merc3, Slim Jim, Brian Hatcher, Lefty all around. Everybody that's here. Arnaldo Johnson, thank you so much for your information. You guys are great. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't even, take the time. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on the next one. From Caloocan North, where the city meets the province, baby. See you next time. Bye now.